Football from WMIX Sports. Rams football on WMIX and the Section 618 app is powered by People's National Bank. Watch most games on the WMIX Sports YouTube channel, thanks to All-State agent Paul Shields. Mount Vernon Rams football is also presented in part by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Josh Finley Country Financial, Munkin Toyota, Bonnie Cafe, Hall Insurance Group, Walgreens Distribution Center, Huey and Newell Funeral Homes, your Mount Vernon Culvers, Tony Wiltz State Farm, SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply, Casa Raya, Bean Insurance, Biltmore Buildings, Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon, Michael Croshan, Edward Jones, Mount Vernon Wind Supply, and DollarSavingDeals.com. We take you to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth for the Landers Collision Center pregame show. Mount Vernon Rams football starts now.
And good evening. Welcome to Carbondale High School as week 2 of the Mount Vernon Rams football season gets underway here tonight with the Mount Vernon Rams taking on the Carbondale Terriers. The Terriers coming in after an impressive win over a good Murfreesboro ball club last week. And now this week they're going to have the Mount Vernon Rams will have their hands full with this Terriers ball club. The Rams coming in losing last week to Waterloo 34-17. We'll get into that throughout the Landers Collision Center pregame show. Landers is an ICAR Gold Class certified collision repair facility using state-of-the-art technology, including ADAS calibrations. Call 1-888-LANDERS or visit them on Route 37 South in Mount Vernon. I'm R.J. Price, filled in for Chris Hugo. I got Hank Evans over here next to me. Jeff Crow is doing our camera tonight. Devin Finley is our producer on site, and Shauna Pugh back at the studio keeping us on air. And Hank, it's good to work with you again.
Well, it's good to be here, Roger. But you missed definitely a tough start for Mount Vernon in week 1. But the game started well. They were up 14-0, roughly 2.5 minutes in. And then the turning point in the game, in my opinion, there was a long injury timeout, 20-25 minutes, ambulance out there.
Hopefully we don't get that tonight.
Waterloo scores, and they go onside kick and catches Mount Vernon sleeping, and they flat out controlled the game from there on.
And that's what when I talked to Coach Mings earlier today, and we're going to hear the interview coming up here in just a moment, he alluded to that, talked about that quite a bit, and we will hear from Coach Mings when we come back here on our Landers Collision Center pregame show in just a moment. And get set for Carbondale and Mount Vernon. It's coming your way, Rams football on WMIX and the Section 618 app.
Looking for a bank that fits your lifestyle? Discover People's National Bank, where convenience meets value. With mobile banking services, you can manage your finances anytime, anywhere. Enjoy free checking with no hidden fees, competitive mortgage loans to help you find your dream home, and specialized ag and commercial products to give you an advantage in managing your business. Experience banking made easy and affordable. Visit People's National Bank today and see the difference. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a lost Pete that found my way into your car. Now that I'm in here,
he'll just roll into the Mings interview, Shauna.
I think it's gone. Wait, no, it's in my hair.
And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, well, this could be quite a sticky situation. So get Allstate.
Contact your local Allstate agent, Paul Shields, today to see how you can save.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
When you are injured or in pain, the last thing you want to do is wait in the ER. For those times, you don't necessarily need the emergency room. Come to Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Ortho Express, open Monday through Friday from 8 until 4 at 4121 Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon. Get highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners providing the care you need quickly and with savings of up to 80% compared to the ER. Call the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois at 618-242-3778 or visit them online at orthocenter-si.com.
Back to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams football on WMIX.
Back on the Landers Towing and Collision Center pregame show here on WMIX and on WMIX Sports on YouTube. You can watch our stream live there. Thanks to Paul Shields, your Allstate insurance agent. And also you can hear it on the Section 618 app. That's free to download. And Landers Towing and Collision Center, they've been around since 1988. They've been your trusted name in auto body repair. Landers Collision Center, Route 37 South in Mount Vernon. Just hours ago, we had a chance to talk it over with Rams head coach Dan Mings. Coach Mings, coming off a first week loss against Waterloo, and I know in the post game you were talking a little bit about that you were a little disappointed at the outcome. Of course, losing 34-17 to Waterloo, but it seemed like it was familiar. It seemed like it was the same thing that happened last year too.
It was identical. We get out to a fast start, and then we shoot ourselves in the foot, and they get the ball and fight back and get the lead, and then don't give us the ball back. So it was identical. Those are two games we can't get back, but kudos to them. But you just can't drop the football. You just can't. You're limited in your possessions in the game of football anyway. And when you give your opponent short field
on the wing here
4 times, that doesn't bode well for you. So, we played, other than those fatal errors, which were fatal, the rest of the game, as far as our assignments and the stuff that we were supposed to do, we did those things well.
Diamond.
But at the end of the day, you just can't make the mistakes that are going to, injure your game.
Yeah, you started off really fast. I know you were very happy at the way it started.
Well, we need to be terrified because we can't tackle anybody. That's the story of the last 2 seasons so far. It's we're in the right places and we're just not making the plays that we need to make on the defensive side, and but we are there, so it's not like the guys don't know what they're doing. We're just physically getting sort of pushed around and outmanned, but we're doing what we're doing and we're doing it correctly. It just comes down to, last week the Jimmys and Joes were just better than ours, stronger, more physical kids. We had the momentum up 14-0, and we're getting ready to go again, and we've got them on their heels and rattled, and they don't know what's going on, and we drop the ball, and they recover it, and have to go like less than 20 yards for a touchdown, and then the next series, they onside kick, we don't recover it, they go for a touchdown, so the game's tied up.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Then they onside kick, we don't recover it. They kick off, and we fumble again, and they score. So we're down 20-14 after that. We kick a field goal to get it within 3, and then we fumble again. It's just things like that you cannot do whenever you got a team down.
Yeah. And you had a team, Waterloo, who made the playoffs last year, and you give a team like that a short field, they're going to take advantage of that.
Absolutely. And they did. And there was nothing we could do to stop them. Once we gave them the momentum back, they were just bigger than us and stronger and just pushed us around a little bit. And, we only ran 6 plays in the second half, 3 in the third quarter and 3 in the fourth quarter. Well, tell me how you're supposed to win doing that. You can't. We just could not get them off the field, and they didn't have any long drive or any big plays. It was just long drives that chewed up the clock. And we went 3 and out once, we went 3 and out twice, and that was it.
Yeah, you only had 13 rushing attempts in the game altogether. So, compared to their 41.
Oh yeah. It was hard to take a positive from it, but, and again, it was all self-inflicted. We weren't hit and fumbled. We just fumbled. It wasn't like they, physically took the ball from us. We literally gave the ball to them. So, those are things you can't do, and we did, and, so we got to refocus and try to get going on this next one.
And speaking of the next one, tonight against Carbondale, the Terriers, I know they came to our place last year. It was a game that I got to broadcast last year, and we got the best of them on our field. But it looks like that this team has improved over last year.
There's not a doubt about that. Offensively, they've got weapons. They really do. But defensively, they did some things in the past that weren't, to me, incredibly sound. This year, what it appears, they've cleaned that up, and they're playing really sound on the defensive side of the football. So they have improved. There's no doubt about that. They have improved, and they've got a lot of weapons. Their quarterback is probably, we're going to face probably the best quarterback in the state of Illinois in Week 9, and then we've got the kid from Marion who is probably a top 15, top 20 quarterback in the state of Illinois. And this kid, I think, is maybe as dangerous or more dangerous than they are because he can run. I mean, you let him out of the pocket and he's gone. I mean, you can't catch him. So, and I think, he's a 3-year starter, so it's going to be hard to rattle him. He's seen everything thrown at him but the kitchen sink. So, he's going to be sort of the key to stopping him, I think.
Yeah, he threw for 225 yards last week in a win against Murfreesboro. And as you said, he likes to run the ball, too. He led the team in rushing with 49 yards last week. They didn't run a whole lot. They didn't have to. But also Braylon Berry, one of their top receivers, he's hard to stop, too. We saw him last year, and he got the best of us a few times.
Yeah, and that's the whole key. I mean, they will put everybody on one side of the field, put him out by himself, and he's getting the ball. And they throw it up, and he jumps up and gets the ball. I mean, he's a really talented, gifted kid, and he's their number one kid coming back. So yeah, we definitely know what's ahead of us, and there's not a secret to what they're going to do. It's just can we be disciplined enough to do our assignments and make some plays.
How's everybody feeling? Everybody healthy? Anybody banged up? What's going on?
Well, Rudolph, went out in the first quarter. He had like almost 100 yards on 3 carries in the first quarter, and he separated his shoulder, so he's out. For the foreseeable future, anyway. Other than that, we're as healthy as we can be. Actually, we're really healthy. Other than that one injury.
But that's a big one.
That was a big one for us. It's. But we do have other athletes that we can put out there and do some things with. It just comes down to, honestly, we just got to run and hit people, and for the last year was the same issue. And I don't get it. We work on tackling every day. Obviously we work on special teams. It's one of the things that I really think is important. And we got beat soundly in those aspects last week.
Well, you got your good luck charm this week. I'm filling in for Chris Hugo, so we'll get a win tonight. I know, Coach.
Well, you know what? If that happens, Chris is fired. But yeah, I mean, we're going to go down. We're going to give it a shot. And, if we stay disciplined and do what we're supposed to do, it should be a pretty good football game. But, this is the third out of 4 years that I've been back that we've had to go to Carbondale and to Marion. So it's just it is what it is with the scheduling and the conference stuff and all that other craziness that's going on. It's just something that we're going to have to overcome a little bit and hopefully go down there and get a win.
Yeah, that's the thing. Let's touch on that just for a quick second before we get out of here. Is that your first 3 games are on the road this year before you finally come home, and then you bunch all your home games up close together as well. Well, at least 4 of them. It's just the quirkiness of the schedule, and of course, having a South 7 that's not totally full. You play them where you can, right?
That's exactly right. I mean, there's no other options that we have. With us being limited and having to get all the teams that we're getting on our schedule, and you're not crying about it because it doesn't matter. We'll play whoever and whenever, but we have got to just take care of ourselves and can't worry about the schedule and the way that it's rearranged and all those other kind of things that sort of don't equal out. You'd like to be 5-4 and 4-5 at home and away, every year, but that's just not how it works out. So, every other game would be nice, home and away, but it's just not it. So we're just going to have to, strap it up and go out there and try to fight somebody tonight, which honestly is something we really haven't done in the last, 10 games we played.
Yeah, we need that fire that we had last year against Carbondale. That'd be great.
I mean, we've got to have something, we've been working on it all week and some attitude adjustments and those types of things. And, and our kids responded. These kids, and that's the one thing that I'll say since I've been back, they work hard in practice. I mean, you can't work them to death. We try. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's performance anxiety or whatever it is, but right now it's just not happening in game situations. We're talented enough. We're good enough. We'll just have to see if we can put it together tonight.
Well, Coach, good luck. Go get them.
All right. Thank you.
Rams are going to have to shake off that deer in the headlights look, and we'll talk about that as part of our Monken Toyota Keys to the Game that Hank will have for you here momentarily. We're in the Landers Towing and Collision Center pregame show, and we'll continue after this. It's Rams football on WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
If you are looking for a new career, Walgreens Distribution Center in Mount Vernon is hiring. Walgreens offers an excellent benefits package, competitive pay, on-site health clinic, 401k, performance bonuses, shift differentials, full-time employment, and maintenance technician openings. Plus, they have walk-in Wednesdays every Wednesday from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. No appointment necessary. Walgreens is an equal opportunity employer and welcomes individuals with diverse talents and backgrounds. Walgreens promotes and supports a drug-free workplace.
You need insurance to help protect things that mean a lot to you. You need coverage that's affordable because we all have a budget. At Country Financial, we get it. For close to 100 years, we've offered insurance and financial services to help protect what's most important to you and to help prepare for your future. Best of all, I'm here to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. In other words, we've got your back. I'm Josh Finley, your local Country Financial representative. Call me at 618-242-4024.
Landers Towing and Collision of Mount Vernon and Salem is your go-to one-stop shop when it comes to vehicle repair and towing. We provide high-quality collision repair services for your light and medium-duty vehicles, campers, and heavy-duty trucks. Landers use industry-leading products for all of your collision repairs and state-of-the-art technology, including ADAS calibration systems. Landers also has 24-hour towing service in time of need. Call 188-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Streaming worldwide on the Section 618 app. This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports, presented by People's National Bank.
R.J. Price and Hank Evans back here at Carbondale High School getting ready for the kickoff here just minutes away between the Rams and the Carbondale Terriers. We'll have our Monken Toyota Keys to the Game when we come back in just a moment. We're in the Landers Collision Center pregame show, and Rams football is presented by People's National Bank. Looking for a bank that truly cares? People's National Bank offering exceptional customer service and innovative solutions. We'll be back after this. Rams football from Carbondale coming your way next right here on WMIX and the Section 618 app.
Hey everyone, it's Marty with Huey and Newell Funeral Homes. Life is deceptive in the course of living it. We get so wrapped up in our daily activities that we lose sight of what we're actually here for. A life well lived is one that doesn't rely on accomplishments or acquiring stuff, but instead focuses on relationships. Practicing kindness, empathy, and compassion are the things that last and will impact other people's lives for generations to come. We are Huey and Newell Funeral Homes, serving our community with the greatest of care now and many years to come.
The all-new 2025 Toyota Tacomas are here at Monken Toyota in Mount Vernon. Hi, this is Presley Marlowe. Lock in 4.75 financing for 60 months. Plus, save up to $3,600 off MSRP. And every new Tacoma comes back with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Just arrived the 2025 Tacoma iForce Max TRD Pro. Shop now at Monken Toyota, MountVernon.com, or stop by Monken Toyota just off exit 95 in Mount Vernon, where every deal is backed by real value.
You've seen prices rise from the dinner table to the pump, but Allstate agents are seeing ways to save you money on insurance. From starting a new policy to bundling coverage or even driving safely, Allstate agents know how to maximize your savings. They'll share their knowledge as they help you personalize your coverage. Because when it comes to seeing all the ways to save, Allstate agents do it best.
Contact Mount Vernon's Allstate agent, Paul Shields, today.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Looking for convenient banking with a local touch? Welcome to People's National Bank. With their easy-to-use services and friendly bankers, they're here to make your banking entire experience smooth and personalized. From checking accounts to mortgages and agriculture loans and more, they're always here for you. Experience the difference with People's National Bank, where convenience meets community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you are injured or in pain, the last thing you want to do is wait in the ER. For those times, you don't necessarily need the emergency room. Come to Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Ortho Express, open Monday through Friday from 8 until 4 at 4121 Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon. Get highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners providing the care you need quickly and with savings of up to 80% compared to the ER. Call the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois at 618-242-3778 or visit them online at orthocenter-si.com.
Stop searching for your own insurance. You have too much on your plate. Just one call to Hall Insurance, and they'll find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it's home, auto, renters, boat, motorcycle, your business, whatever you need coverage on, they'll do the work for you. Then call you back with a quote, most times in the same day. Call 618-244-7500 or visit hallinsgroup.com. Hall Insurance Group, your independent insurance agency in Mount Vernon. hallinsgroup.com.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football on WMIX, presented by People's National Bank.
Back at Carbondale High School as we are getting closer to kickoff here on our pregame show brought to you by Landers Collision Center. And Hank Evans is with us here this evening. And it's going to be a tough one here tonight for the Rams. This Carbondale Ball Club, they look very good in week 1 against Murfreesboro. What are some of the keys to the game for the Rams if they want to get a victory tonight here, brought to you by Munkin Toyota?
Well, the number one key is going to be containing Davin Woolley, definitely a dual-threat quarterback. Mount Vernon's got to make him a pocket passer. If he's allowed to get to the edge and throw up jump balls for his star receiver, Braylon Berry, it could be a long night for the Rams. Chris Rudolph being out, that's a big injury. I think that's probably the one position where Mount Vernon feels – they're not a deep team. I think they feel like they've got several guys they can plug in at running back. Just watching warm-ups, it looks like number 25, Ryder Rhodes, may get first crack in the backfield.
Oh.
And it goes without saying, I don't think Carbondale's going to kick it deep very much. So they're going to pluck it down at about the 40-yard line, just jump on the ball, recover the onside kicks. That's just killed Mount Vernon last week.
Right. If they watched any of that film from last week, they know that was our weakness last week was the special teams.
And we know Carbondale's starting kicker won't be here till later. He's at a soccer game, so I promise you they're going to drop it in at about the 35 or 40-yard line.
That's your Munkin Toyota keys to the game. Munkin, a dealer you can trust, save time and money. Munkin Toyota, go to munkintoyotamountvernon.com. Rams won the toss. They're going to receive, and if you're watching tonight on the WMIX Sports YouTube channel, that's made possible by Paul Shields, your Allstate insurance agent. We want to thank you very much, Paul, and all of you folks out there who are watching along. We'll get you our Hall Insurance Group starting lineups for the Rams right after this opening kickoff. Looking to see who's doing the opening kickoff here for, it looks like it's going to be Dylan Clue, who's one of the backup quarterbacks for Carbondale. He's a sophomore. Maybe Clough.
Yeah.
I don't know how you say that, but it's I hate whenever they have that O-U-G-H on their end of their name. It could be any way.
And it'll be Crowder and Staples back to receive, but I'll be very surprised if they touch this football.
Yeah, it may just be a squib kick right up the middle. We'll see what Clough will do here as he lines up, and it is right down the middle. And it does get back there, but there's a stoppage of play here. The official stop and play right on the kickoff. Not sure what happened if anybody jumped or they weren't ready.
Interesting. We might have an offsides.
Okay. So they, now Mount Vernon's bringing a whole new return team in after that. So not sure if you said he prematurely kicked is what Jeff Crow is telling us. But then the Rams brought in a whole new special team.
Interesting. I wouldn't think they would be surprised that they squibbed it.
So one man back deep now for the Rams, and that's Jay-Sean Staples. He's sitting back at the 11. So I'm not sure. Okay, well, we'll just go with it, and we'll re-kick here at the 40-yard line. So now they're ready to go. They started before the 7 o'clock kickoff time. Maybe network television, wasn't ready yet.
He's got a couple more playmakers on the field right now. I see Nesbitt out there.
And the kick is the same direction. Staples is going to pick it up at the 20, 25, 30. He's got a hold. 35, 40, 45. He's still on his feet to the 50. He's down the sideline, the 40 to 30. They're not going to get him. Staples to the 10. Touchdown Rams on the opening kickoff. And no laundry on the field.
Everything I just said about the kicking game, Carbondale just messed it up 100%. That'll be the last time. Right? That'll be the last time they kick deep tonight.
So just 13 seconds into this one, Jay-Sean Staples takes it all the way to the house You picked that up from what,
about the 20.
21, something like that?
I'm going to give him 80. 80-yard kickoff return. He was barely touched.
Extra point try coming up here for the Rams.
That was definitely a strategic error by Carbondale.
Indeed. Who's doing the kicking here? It looks like.
Should be Truman Carnine.
Is that okay? His number is bunched up there. It looked like it was green for a moment there, 18, but it's 19. 18 is the holder green.
And I'm not
or
sure.
Griever, rather.
He may be a Division I kicker. He's good from 50 yards.
Absolutely. I was hoping he wasn't hurt. And the kick is good right down the middle and all the way to DeSoto.
And Mount Vernon's got a couple guys that are good from 50. If Keaton Coke's good from 50. So
7-0 Rams on top just like that on the opening kickoff. 80 yards for a touchdown, and how do you like them apples?
Well, it's how Mount Vernon started last week, so we'll see if on the defensive side of the ball if they've made some adjustments.
Tonight's game brought to you by People's National Bank. They're our presenting sponsor. Make the switch to People's National Bank for reliable, customer-focused banking. You can explore their services at PNB, peoplesnationalbank.com, member FDIC.
And this is going to be a different style for Carbondale than what Mount Vernon saw last week. Waterloo's a ground and pound, huge offensive line, and for Carbondale, that's probably the biggest question marks. How well can they block? So it's probably a little better matchup for the Mount Vernon defensive line.
They got an awful good quarterback. He's a 3-year starter, and he's a junior. He's been starting since he was a freshman in Woolley, and he's good. He threw for 225 yards last week, 14 for 24 against Murfreesboro.
And I think keeping him in the pocket, making him more one-dimensional will be key because he can use his legs too.
And we'll see Carnine here with the kickoff. Back deep, we've got two guys back deep for Carbondale to our right, moving from our right to left.
And I can't see the flags, not much wind at all, so this ball will be going through the end zone most likely.
Carnine's kick. No, he does a little pooch kick that falls in at around the 30, picked up at the 26, and a big tackle there, thrown back for a loss on the return with the tackle. Rylan Hast in there. Rylan Hast, the sophomore, coming down and making that stop. Kessler in on it as well. And the Rams, nice look on that return. Didn't get the touchback, but they still get Carbondale back at the 25-yard line. So that's where the Terriers will take over as they line up on the line of scrimmage. And their starting quarterback, Woolley, leading his team out there. He's in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. And now takes a snap, hands it off, right side, cuts back in, close to the 30-yard line. That is Thomas Mims on the carry. We'll be calling his name a lot. Mims last week led the team in carries, 11 carries, 36 yards. And a hurry-up offense here for Carbondale, 2nd down and 6. 4 on that first play. There's a dump pass off to the left. It's caught by at the 34, across the 35 to the 36. It's a first down. Braylon Berry getting that first down, and he's good.
I believe he torched Mount Vernon last year. I think he had 2 touchdowns, if I remember correctly, and he's their big play guy.
We'll look at their big play guys on offense, brought to you by Hall Insurance Group here as we move along. Woolley again in the shotgun, 1st and 10 from the 37. Looks left, looks down the middle, now scrambles to his right. He can run. Looks to the right, dumps it off. It's caught at the 50 to 48-yard line on the Mount Vernon side of the field. That's a pickup about 15 on that one, and it'll be another first down. Didn't see who made that catch over there. Was that Fenton?
Number 8.
Yeah, Mac Fenton, who led the team in the receiving yards last week. They bunch 5 receivers up here near side, and they swing it out on a lateral, giving it off to, that's Barry. He's down the sidelines, and he dodged a couple tackles, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Man, again, Rams, like last week, having trouble tackling. That's a 48-yard touchdown pass to Barry. I said that was a lateral. It was pretty much even with the quarterback, but that will probably be going down as a forward pass, I would think.
And Davin Woolley 3 for 3 on that drive with 79 yards passing.
And a 48-yard pass to Barry. and he went down the sideline. A couple Rams missing some tackles, and he got a couple good blocks down there too on that little screen pass. Lining up to go for, looks like they're going to go for 2 here, especially with their starting kicker is on his way back from, I guess, a soccer match. Is that right? And there's a penalty flag before the snap, and this could back, or are they saying it's on the Rams? The official on the far side signaled Rams.
And that's 4-play, 75-yard drive for Carbondale. They made it look easy.
Yeah, offsides here on Mount Vernon.
And that'll move Carbondale about a yard closer.
Officials tonight, Mark Davis, Scott Shaw, Preston Childers, Victoria Moeller, and Cameron Johnson. And there's a handoff up the middle, and he's in for the 2-point conversion, and Carbondale has taken an 8-7 lead after that 2-point try. And so they answer right back. Is this the way it's going to be tonight, Hank?
We've got a lot of action here. We were a minute and 6 in. If you have the over on this game, you're looking good early.
Yeah, indeed. It doesn't give us a chance to break the ice and get comfortable up here and get going. I mean, they went. I mean, it's go.
And I'll get those Mount Vernon defensive starters on the next defensive possession.
We'll have to get their offensive starters here. We haven't had a chance for that either. And we'll get those to you. And we got a new sponsor we want to mention, by the way. Bonnie Cafe is going to bring us our halftime and postgame stats tonight. So thank you so much, Bonnie Cafe, for jumping in here. After the first week of the season, they were like, okay, let's get on this thing. They believe in Rams football. We appreciate them very much. But we're going to have a kickoff here with, looks like Clough again.
I bet they don't kick it deep.
Staples back there after an 80-yard return to open the game. They're going to – he's standing at the same spot that he picked it up at around the 20-yard line a while ago. And they do a little squib kick that bounces off the Rams at the 50. Carbondale's battling for it with the Rams. Let's see who recovers this one.
Mount Vernon.
Rams get it.
And that was Wyatt Evans, a sophomore. And I'll tell you what, Mount Vernon's got to be better than that. They are very fortunate to recover that football.
Yeah, it bounced right off of Nolan Mast. And then, like you said, it was Wyatt Evans who picked it up. And the Rams will have it in good field position close to midfield here.
And I know this just tears Dan Mings up. He's a special teams guy. He works on this stuff all the time.
1st and 10 here for Mount Vernon at their own 48. Disrow is back at quarterback. First offensive play for the Rams. They trail 8-7 here, and we're not even 2 minutes in. There's a handoff that goes to Staples. He cuts it up the middle, 50, 45, and down to the 43. That's going to be very close to a first down there.
Let's see.
Oh, it looks like they may give it to him.
I don't see the chains moving.
The far side official.
It's going to be second and a half yard.
It's close, but yeah, you're right. So give them 9 on that one, second and inches here for the Rams. The line is set. There's a handoff again to Staples. Left side got the first down. And then he dodges outside. He stiff arms a man down to the 30-yard line. Good carry there to give him 13 on that. And the Rams got another first down. Rams have Disrow, of course, the quarterback, and Nesbitt, wide receiver. Jayshon Staples at running back. Ryder Rhodes is playing one of the backs back there. Nolan Mast tied in at Adrian Reimer. On the line is Lazarian Roberson, Ethan Kirby, Holden Burns, Carson Bradford, and J.T. Van Allen. That's a look at the Rams' offensive starters brought to you by Hall Insurance Group. Let Brett Hall do the shopping for you. 1st and 10 here for the Rams from the Carbondale 30. Man in motion. There's a snap. It goes right up the middle. Disrow with a nice carry close to the first down marker. He's going to be short, but it's still a good run there on first down to bring up 2nd and 2. So Hughes Disrow really looked good there, just like a bullet out of the gun, going right up the middle and getting 8 yards.
And Mount Vernon can certainly throw some speed at teams.
See if they can keep it up. 2nd down and 2. Taking their time, getting the play in from the sideline.
Disrow lined up shotgun.
He's got Staples right there on his right hip. Line is set. Now sends a man in motion. 8 on the play clock. Hands it off. Up the middle. Staples spins. Got the first down. He's down to the 16. And a good run there. Give him about
6, maybe?
5 or 6, yeah. Good run there for Staples.
And, with Rudolph out, Staples, I hope he ate good today because he's going to be busy.
Rudolph had 3 carries last week and nearly 100 yards, and then separated his shoulder.
Which that's a tough one. You're looking at 6-8 weeks, probably a best case. Sometimes kids are quick healers, hopefully.
And that's one of those injuries that will linger forever. You get hit wrong and it pops it right back out of place. 1st down and 10 from about the 18-yard line here for the Rams. 8:37 on the first quarter clock. There's a quarterback keeper around the right side. Oh, he's hit down at the 20-yard line. Lost a couple yards there. Like a broken play a little bit there. Some guys missed their assignment on this near side, and he didn't get any blocks. So a loss of about 2. Back to the 20 here for the Rams going backwards. 2nd down and 12. And seeing Mass line up on the far side with Nesbitt. Don't expect the Rams to throw the ball, but
he only threw about 7 or 8 last week, and that was 4 or 5 when the game got out of hand.
Now, last year against Carbondale surprised us a little bit, and they did go to the air a few times, and it worked. Let's see if they try a little trickery here. 2nd and 12. And rolling out to the left is Disrow. Now he's going to cut it back inside, and he is going to be slung down for no gain. He got back to the 20, but that was it. Carbondale read that one out.
And
good.
Disrow definitely has a good arm. He was a little bit inaccurate last week and a big drop. Nesbitt had a drop, which would have been a touchdown on a slant pass.
Mm-hmm. And those drops will kill you. 3rd and 12 here for the Rams. Down to 7:18 remaining in the first. Rams trailing 8-7 to Carbondale. As Disrow Jr. got his line set, he'll take the snap, drops back to throw, looks over the middle, when he whips it over the middle, incomplete. Out of the reach there, it was Nolan Mast, the intended receiver, right over the middle, right at the first down stick. So it's 4th down and about 12, and they'll bring on the kicking unit here.
I think you'll see Carnine. This is well within his range.
This would be looks like a 37.
Yep,
37-yard attempt here from the left hash. He's kicking from our left to right here.
And Isaac Griever will be the holder.
And waiting on the snap here. Like to draw him off sides, get 5 more yards there. The snap is a good one. The kick is away. Line drive kick, and it is good.
He's got a big leg, don't he?
Of course. 6:54 remaining in the first quarter, and the Rams have regained the lead. It's 10-8. So both teams scoring on their first touch of the game, and then the Rams coming down and kicking a 37-yard field goal. And regaining that lead at 10-8. Josh Finley brings you the Country Financial Ram of the Week. He's offering insurance coverage to protect what matters most to you. Call Josh Finley with Country Financial at 618-242-4024. And tonight's game brought to you in part by Walgreens Distribution Center. They're hiring full-time, part-time, build your own schedule, even salaried positions. Walgreens, an equal opportunity employer, welcomes individuals with diverse talents and backgrounds. Well,
got an early score. Centralia leads Collinsville 7-0.
That was at Centralia tonight. That's on the Tony Wilt scoreboard.
This is the only game, South 7 game, between two South 7 teams.
For now. these South, some of these teams that we're seeing could eventually end up being in the South 7, and some of them could perhaps not be in the South 7.
We talked about that quite a bit last week. There's a lot of stuff going on.
The kick goes over the return man's head all the way back into the end zone for a touchback. As back to return was Oliver, John Tavius Oliver, and it skipped over his head and back into the end zone. And it will be Carbondale ball after the touchback.
And you talked about it on the first possession. Mount Vernon, its fundamental skill, the tackling was very poor.
Mm-hmm. Just like in that Waterloo game, it just looked, there was guys falling down and just reaching out and not getting in good position, and stay in your lane. It's 1st and 10 here for the Terriers. They got Scott Ross back there, lined up on the right side at tight end as quarterback Woolley was over and asked the official. He's having a discussion with the officials here. That maybe, I don't know what the discussion is. That going to line up on a different hash or?
And watch out for Braylon Berry. Wind up single coverage here on the bottom.
They didn't want to start in the middle. They wanted to start at that right hash. That's where they get it, 1st and 10 here.
Now there'll be some help coming over.
There's a handoff near side, down to the 25, the 30, cutting back in to the 35. That's a 15-yard run there on first down by Sincere Scott Ross, who we just mentioned. At wing back at 6'2", 190. He's just a sophomore. They got a good mix of some veteran guys, upperclassmen, and then some younger guys that really contribute.
And, Woolley being a third-year starter, that's probably an advantage in this game.
He's got another year to go after this one. We've got to see him next year. 1st and 10, and Ross goes in motion. Now another man goes in motion as he gets a handoff on the jet sweep around the right side. It's going to be another first down up to midfield, up to the 50. That's a pickup of about 14 for Javion Oliver. And he crossed midfield, got to the 49 of the Rams before being stopped.
That's another poor tackling. Several guys had a chance to bring him down and failed to do so.
Carbondale in the hurry up. And then there's a penalty flag, and that's be our first flag of the ball game here. Maybe they weren't lined up and set or ready to go yet. A second penalty. We had one on the Rams on that 2-point conversion try earlier.
That should be against Carbondale.
Now they're saying it's false start. Oh, encroachment on the Rams. Wow. So 5-yard penalty. Even one of the Carbondale players came over to his coach and signaled false start.
They were already moving backwards.
Yeah, he was convinced that it was on his own team, but he was wrong on that. So it's a Rams penalty, their second penalty of the night, and it'll be 1st down and 5 here for Carbondale. And the Rams jumped off again and gave them a first down on that one. That was coming in up the middle. It was J.T. Van Allen. He just stepped across the line and made contact with the center. So automatic first down for Carbondale, and the Rams are going to call timeout. They need it.
Last week that was an issue. There was 4 or 5 encroachment penalties. It's just we're seeing a lot of the same issues on defense that we saw last week.
With over 100 local providers, SSM Health is leading the way in advanced health care. They bring you this timeout. And tonight's video stream on the WMIX Sports YouTube channel made possible by your Allstate insurance agent, Paul Shields. Call Paul today for your free quote, 618-241-0551. Auto, home, business, life, renters, even your boat or ATV, Paul has or will get you covered. We are at the 5:59 left in the first quarter, and the Rams leading 10-8 over Carbondale. R.J. Price here alongside with Hank Evans, and that's something that Coach Ming's talked about in the Landers Collision Center pregame show was that the mistakes they made, and he says that they work hard and they look great in practice, but it doesn't translate on the field on Friday night. He said under the lights, it seems like they get that deer in the headlights look.
And you're seeing just flat-out mistakes. And on the onside kick, they were very fortunate to recover because they messed that up.
So it's 1st and 10. The Rams gifted Carbondale a first down on 2 straight encroachment penalties. There's a handoff up the middle, first down, and then some. 30, 25, down to the 20, just shy of the 20-yard line. That is about an 18-yard pickup there up the middle for Thomas Mims. They're going to mark it down right at the 20. And the Rams confused on defense, having to hurry and get masked off. There's a handoff. It goes left side. That's Mims again, cuts it back up the middle. And a good stop there. The Rams on the tackle. It was Crowder getting in there to make the stop. Wrap him up and let his teammate come in and make the big hit. That's a pickup still of 4 or 5. Let's give him 4 down to the 16.
Carbondale going 5 wide.
Again here on the near side, and there's a quarterback keeper up the middle. He's going to be stuffed and stopped before, and they're not going to blow the whistle. They're going to let this play carry out until he's down, and usually you see them blow the whistle on a play like that, but it carried him all the way out, down near the, past the hash and down the sideline just about.
Well, you got a bunch of flags. I believe Mount Vernon's going to get whistled for something after the play. And
I see that in the back.
It's going to give Carbondale a first down.
Woolley on the keeper. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but like you said, there's penalty flags on the play, and it's in the Rams' defensive backfield.
It was after the whistle. Probably being unsportsmanlike conduct.
You can't have those.
Nope.
Those senseless. They'll kill you. And that's an automatic first down, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Rams. So instead of being 3rd down and 5, they give them an automatic first down inside the 10 down to the 7. Half the distance to the goal on that penalty. Woolley signaling to his running back there to his left. Now sends a man in motion. There's a handoff and a little mix-up there on the exchange, and cutting it back up the middle was Scott Ross and getting stopped at about the 4. Give him about 3 on that carry, but looked like he got tripped up with Thomas Mims there in the backfield.
Yeah, Carbondale pretty fortunate there to get positive yardage.
Thomas Mims was the running back that was next to Woolley. He took off straight up the middle right as Woolley was handing it off to Scott Ross. So he got a little crossed up, and now they're set. 2nd and goal from the 4. Handoff goes up the middle. That's Mims, and he is down toward the goal line. He's in for the touchdown. Thomas Mims with the score. 4-yard run. Still here in the first quarter. And now Carbondale has regained the lead with 4:16 remaining in the first quarter.
Defense optional here in the first 2/3 of the first quarter.
We may be in here for a long time tonight, Hank.
It was a long time last weekend.
And the extra point try. This is going to be a 2-point conversion again here. Woolley rolls out to his left, looks left, and now tries to run it. Nope, he's going to fall back, throw it in the back of the end zone, and it's picked off in the end zone, and that is a failed 2-point conversion attempt. So if anything good comes out of that drive, it's stopping them on that 2-point try. We're in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, proud to have a long-standing tradition of superior orthopedic care, treating thousands of patients from Southern Illinois and beyond. The Rams are presented by People's National Bank. Trust People's for all your financial needs. They provide secure, reliable banking with a personal touch. Find out more at peoplesnationalbank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Grandma Parley listening in, as she always does. She's watching us on the WMIX Sports YouTube channel. Her and Jim sitting there enjoying the game. Glad that you're watching here tonight.
We'll see if Mount Vernon can handle this kickoff a little better than they did last time. Again, they were fortunate to recover the pooch kick.
It will be Staples back to return. Is their kicker back yet?
I would have thought they would have went for an extra point if he was.
He is back. It's him here kicking here.
Okay.
That's Borenpool. Huck Borenpool is one of their soccer stars, and he's got a leg. Well, he's got two of them, but he's got one that can really kick. And he's lined up and ready to go after a couple stretches, and he pops that one high in the air, taken at the 14 by Staples, up to the 20. 25, he's got room to the 30, 35 down the sideline to 40, cuts it back up to the 46-yard line. Rams with good field position again here after that kickoff.
Not sure why Carbondale's doing that. I'm glad they are.
Yeah, really. They got a little more air under that one to get their special teams back there, but they, with Staples with his speed.
I think you either kick it through the end zone or you just drop it in about the 40.
Yeah. Bounce it off of one of the up guys.
Or kick it out of bounds.
Take the penalty.
Yeah, take the penalty.
From the 46, 1st and 10 here for the Rams. This row takes a snap, hands it off. Staples right side to the 50 and to the 49 as he crossed the midfield mark and gets knocked down after a pickup of 5. Be 2nd and 5 coming up here for Mount Vernon.
Staples with 4 carries, 33 yards in the early going.
And the 80-yard kickoff return that started the game. So
he's going to stay busy. He's going to have to be for Mount Vernon to win this game.
Rams had a good drive going last time, but it stalled. They had to settle for 3. Let's see if they can get into the end zone this time. There's a handoff against Staples up the middle. 45, a gang of tacklers short of the first down by about a yard. Pick up a 4 on that one by Jay Sean.
And by the looks of it, Mount Vernon probably not going to be able to settle for field goals. I think they're going to have to probably get 6 every time down, or they show no signs of being able to stop Carbondale.
They're going to have to hope that the turnover bug or the fumble bug or whatever will hit Carbondale and get some of those lucky bounces. Here on this field turf surface here at Carbondale, very nice facility.
There's not many fields that doesn't have turf anymore, you know it?
Right. Especially on this level.
Yeah, the 4A, 5A.
3rd down and 1. There's a handoff. It goes to Staples right side. He's got the first down up to the 41. And that's about a 4-yard pickup here at Blyer Field. Rams will have it at the Carbondale 41. They built us a parking lot back here behind the press box, too, so we don't have to walk all the way from the school. That was nice. They built it just for you, Hank. They said, Hank Evans is coming? All right, we got to pave a parking lot back here.
I had trouble finding it there for a minute.
It is kind of back here. If you don't know where you're going, you will never find it.
Well, Chris Hugo, I'll blame him. He's on assignment.
Okay, there you go.
He told me on Grand Avenue. I thought, well, now Grand's down by almost the university. But I took a tour at Carbondale about 5:30.
1st and 10 from the 41. There's a fake and a throw over the middle. Oh, and an incomplete. Hit the hands of the Rams' intended receiver. That was a slant, and it just bounced right off the hands of who was that over there? Nesbitt.
And that's he had a drop last week that would have been a touchdown, and that throw was right there. That's on the receiver.
Yeah, because he was open. It was a little behind him, but still, it was catchable. Yep. 2nd down and 10 from the 41. Easier said than done. You put me out there.
It's easy from up here.
Yeah. Unless it looks like a pot roast, I probably wouldn't catch it. 2nd and 10 from the 41 here. Man in motion. And a quarterback keeper right side, and he is hit right at the line. And then a penalty flag comes in. It may be helmet-to-helmet contact here. I'm not sure what the call is going to be here, but it may be on Carbondale. And if it is, that would give Rams a first down.
And that was a huge hit by Jameer McDaniel. He's a monster, 6'3", 305 sophomore. Looks like got a piece
had
of
nowhere to go.
Piece of the face mask.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
And that's a personal foul penalty. That will be 15 yards. So an automatic first down here for the Rams, and that will march them down to the 26-yard line. That's a big penalty there.
And just ruined what was a great defensive play, just a little careless with the hands.
That's got to drive a coach nuts, too. Because, like you said, it just was a great defensive play and just accidentally got a hand in there. I don't know if it was accident or not, but it looked like it. There's a handoff left side, and Staples is wrapped up for a loss. He lost 4. And, again, this drive is stalling last couple plays. Luckily, we were helped out by that penalty, but other than that, a couple plays here has driven us back behind this chains.
This Carbondale defensive line starting to get some pressure.
They got a little size to him down there.
I mean, number 78, he's a monster.
That's Jameer McDaniel. He's 6'3", 305.
Sophomore.
Whew, big boy. 2nd and 15 for the Rams at the Carbondale 30. Down to a minute 16 left in the first quarter. Rams trailing 14-10. Disrow set. Hands it off. Staples up the middle. Got a good running room. 25. Ooh, tripped up at the 23, or he may have been gone. But he got tripped up. Somebody got their hand in there and did exactly that. Tripped him up. So that is an 8-yard gain to the 23-yard line, and it's 3rd down and about 7. 7 or 8, long 7 here. Somebody lost a piece of equipment in the Terriers' backfield. He handed it to the officials. 3rd down and 7. 23 seconds left on the first quarter clock. Rams will have to get another play off before the end of the quarter. There's a snap. Looks left. Fires. It is caught down at the knees. Great catch at the 15-yard line. That's a first down for the Rams. Reaching down. That's Nolan Mast, who made a great catch on a low throw. I mean, that was a strike if you're a baseball pitcher. That was right in at the knees, umpire.
That was maybe below the knees. That was a heck of a catch.
Yes, it was.
I think maybe Mast is a guy with those sure hands that Mount Vernon can look for on the outer edges.
And finally, we're at the end of the first quarter with the Rams trailing Carbondale here 14-10. We'll take a break and come back after this. You're listening to Rams football, powered by People's National Bank on WMIX and the Section 618 app.
Looking for a bank that fits your lifestyle? Discover People's National Bank, where convenience meets value. With mobile banking services, you can manage your finances anytime, anywhere. Enjoy free checking with no hidden fees, competitive mortgage loans to help you find your dream home, and specialized ag and commercial products to give you an advantage in managing your business. Experience banking made easy and affordable. Visit People's National Bank today and see the difference. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your Mount Vernon Culver's is a great place to start a career, a first-time job, or maybe you're looking to go back to work, or just looking for a few extra bucks while getting discounts on frozen custard. Join the Blue Crew. Listen to this. Starting pay is now $16 an hour. Yes, you can work for an awesome family and get $16 an hour just to start. Flexible hours, too. Apply in person at Veterans and 42nd in Mount Vernon, or go to culvers.jobs and search for Mount Vernon and apply online. Culvers of Mount Vernon is an equal opportunity employer.
Watch the Rams in stunning high definition on the free Section 618 app, powered by Paul Shields Allstate Insurance. Now, back to Rams football.
Rams trailing 14-10 to Carbondale after a thrilling first quarter. Yeah, we're only at the end of the first quarter. Some games probably in Southern Illinois are probably getting to halftime. You know, those teams that just run it and grind it out, never score.
And the Rams probably fortunate as statistically Carbondale dominated 125 total yards, 58 from Mount Vernon. The Rams aided by a kickoff return to open the game.
Yeah, an 80-yard return from Staples, and that was what set the tone here for the Rams here tonight, and hopefully they can keep that offense going now. It is shotgun. And there's a dump-off pass. It goes to Staples. 15, 10, 5. He's down into the corner. Is he in? He's in. Touchdown. It was at the spot here where I had to look around the press box wall out the window. 11:52 left in the first half, and the Rams have regained the lead. There's a little dump pass. And the Rams, Staples with another touchdown. And on the kick, the extra point here, Rams are looking to add another point to it with Carnine. This will make it 17-14. First play of the first quarter was a touchdown. The first play of the second quarter, touchdown. And that one's good. And the Rams now up 17-14. I like that.
Very good drive, time-consuming drive by Mount Vernon, aided by the face mask penalty was certainly a key play. But the defensive side of the ball is where Mount Vernon's got to get better.
Another Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply touchdown for the Rams, and they're up by 3. Tonight's game brought to you by Casa Raya. Join Casa Raya before or after the game. Great food, great atmosphere, great drinks, exceptional service. And if Sergio is in town this weekend, you need to go by and see him and tell him you heard it on WMIX. And also tonight's game brought to you by Mount Vernon Wind Supply, your local source for plumbing, wholesale supplies, plus a full bath and kitchen design center, bringing your dream space to life on Highway 37 South in Mount Vernon. Now you just got to figure out on defense, Hank, how you're going to, stop these guys. And so far the Rams haven't been able to. This electric offense here for Carbondale,
they certainly have weapons, no doubt. But as we've talked about quite a bit, the tackling's been quite poor.
Like to be able to maybe force a turnover or two, get these guys to get a little fumbleitis. But so far they've been moving the ball very well, as the Rams have. So far both teams showing their offensive muscle.
We got a South 7 score. It's Marion all over Granite City, 22-0.
Onside kick. And let's see who recovered this one. And there's penalty flags coming in right at the whistle and then after the whistle. So multiple fouls on this one. And I don't think Mount Vernon will get the good end of this deal. There was a little Rams were a little upset there at the end of the play. I think offsetting penalties, it looks like. Maybe.
Possibly a re-kick.
Let's see what they're going to call here. The officials are huddled together near midfield.
And Collinsville's jumped out ahead of Centralia 8-7.
Is there still a thing on the onside kick as illegal touching?
I believe it's got to go 10 yards.
Because it didn't. I don't think it went 10 yards, and that's what they're going to.
That'll be the first foul.
Yeah. Let's see. And that's on the Rams. Offsetting penalties on the second one. No, just unsportsmanlike conduct on the. Is that what it was? Or. Yeah, it was unsportsmanlike conduct on Carbondale. So that's going to mark the Terriers all the way back to the 34-yard line after all that. They had recovered right near midfield after the Rams attempted an onside kick that they touched illegally before it went 10 yards. And then Carbondale, some extracurricular after the play.
It's the fourth penalty on the Terriers.
Been a lot of penalties now here in the last few minutes. Now Vernon on top, 17-14. Man in motion again for Woolley. There's a handoff, and it comes near side down to the 40, 45, 50. Barry to the 45 and down to the 40. That's actually Scott Ross down to the 37. Big run there.
I'm going to give him about 28.
I'm counting in my head here. Yep, let's give him 28. Sure, that sounds good. 28.
And Carbondale just doing whatever they want on offense, and it's multiple guys.
Rams got a player shaken up here. I don't know if it's a cramp or jam something. That's Tylen Davis. And he's down on the turf now at the 30-yard line.
It's one of the Rams' defensive linemen.
I know last week we had a lot of cramps. In that first game of the year, you're going to get that. With this break in the action, we'll tell you that this time out. Brought to you by SSM Health. From routine care to the most advanced, get the care you need at SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital. And if you're watching online, the online stream is made possible by Paul Shields, your Allstate insurance agent. You can check us out on the WMIX Sports YouTube channel. Rams lead 17-14 with 11:43 left in the first half. And an injured player on the field, and he gets up now.
Looks to be pretty good shape.
That's good news. He'll head over to the sideline and get subbed out after that injury timeout. Michael Croshan of Edward Jones is the one you can trust with your investments, serving Mount Vernon for almost 2 decades. Michael Croshan is the one to help you invest in Mount Vernon. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Carbondale at the Rams 38. Need a stop somehow. This defense needs to come up with some stop. They haven't been able to stop Carbondale so far. Woolley in the shotgun, ready and set to go. There goes Ross in motion again. And he hands it off instead. That's Mims left side, cuts it back into the 35. And that's a pickup about 3. So a decent stop there for the Rams as Thomas Mims picked up 3 on that one, bring up 2nd and 7. You just give up 3 yards, you feel like you've accomplished something.
Yeah, because it's been all chunk plays up until then.
Woolley sends 2 guys here in motion near side. Now a 3rd guy. They're going to line up 4 receivers here near side, and they dump it off, and it's caught by Barry, but behind the line, and he's stopped for a loss. Lost about 3 on that, back to the 40. Good job by the Rams defense. They had that one read perfectly. When they lined 4 guys up here on the near side, that defense focused in on Barry, and he was the one who got it.
Yeah, it's pretty good thinking on that one. He's a heck of a player.
That's what they scored their opening touchdown on, was a play just like that one. Rams had it read. 3rd down and 13. Let's get a stop. Woolley rolls to his left, looks downfield. He can beat you with his feet, too. Almost picked off as a pass on the sideline was knocked away at the last moment. Good hands down there. Trying to see who that was. Is that
I believe it's Carmaine Hopkins.
Oh, wow. 6-foot junior.
I can't tell if it's a 6 or an 8. That's number 6. That's Jamarian Peterson. Sometimes these numbers are hard to read from
they are, especially
where we're at.
And having to read the far side of the field. I'm not a fan of those LED lights that point straight down either. On these poles out here.
Terriers kind of in that 4th and 13. A punt does you no good.
Yeah.
They're going to take a shot. Watch out for a jump ball to Barry.
Empty backfield. Woolley back to throw. Now steps up in the pocket. Looks right. He fires. It is incomplete as it's out of bounds and not caught anyway. But it was standing out of bounds there.
There's the stop that's
what
the Rams have been looking for. Now,
Mac Fenton was the intended receiver. Dangerous receiver, but the Rams had him well covered. Forced him out of bounds to try to catch that ball.
Rams need to go down and score right here and take control of this game. Get a little good feelings, confidence.
With 10:16 left in the first half, Rams have the 17-14 lead, and let's see if they can build on that here against Carbondale.
And that was a great defensive play on the 3rd down by Jamarian Peterson.
Disrow back out there with his offense, and he has Staples lined up there to his left. 2 wideouts far side here. There's a snap. Hand off to Staples up the middle, 40-yard line, 42, and he's wrapped up there. Pickup of only 2 on that one. My son Jack, who is listening in down in Batesville, Arkansas, he got to meet Coach Mings last year in the offseason, actually. Mings went all the way down to Batesville for a coaching workshop to learn a different type of offensive system. And he got to meet Coach Mings. He was like, hey, there's a coach from Mount Vernon here. I was like, is it Dan Mings? He said, I'll go find out, and sure enough. 2nd down and 8. Coach at Mings always looking for that extra something. There's a handoff. It goes to Staples. Across the 50, stiff arms his man and drug down at the 45. He's got the first down. Good run there. That's about a 13-yard pickup.
And Staples already 11 carries, 75 yards, and we still have 9.5 minutes left in the second quarter. He may be pushing 30 carries by the time we're finished.
Really.
He's, with Rudolph out, he's going to have to shoulder more of the load.
And we knew he could shoulder that load, but it's nice to have more than one weapon. And with Rudolph out, Staples, of course, getting the bulk of the touches here. 1st and 10 from the Carbondale 45. Staples gets it again. Rolls to his right. Now cuts it back in. And now still on his feet, stayed on his feet, and sprung forward to about the 40.
That's a weight room play right there. Just kept the legs moving.
Yeah, he made a nifty cut it back in, and down to about the 39-yard line, pickup of 6. Some of these plays look like they're running an RPO, but probably is a straight-up run, but just maybe to throw the defense off a little bit. I just don't see – we saw Disrow make an excellent pass earlier to Nolan Mast for a first down, and let's see if 2nd down and 4. Very manageable situation here for the Rams at the Carbondale 39. Handoff this time, it goes to Crowder running around the right side and cutting it back up, and penalty flags everywhere. Close to the first down, but we'll see what these flags are. 8:05 left in the first half. Rams lead 17-14.
It's going to be coming back.
That was Crowder, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's the first time we've seen him carry it.
And I was like, that didn't look like number 7, but it's number 1. And they declined the penalty.
I think it was.
Oh, it was on the defense. Okay.
Well, I think they're offsetting.
Oh, are they? Okay, gotcha. Well, that's good news. I thought it was straight up on going to be on Mount Vernon here. So 2nd down and inches. As he picked up 5 on that. So what the Rams want to do here. And a timeout. Officials blowing the whistle here. The linesman came over first. I thought maybe Carbondale was calling a timeout, but
there's some confusion over the down. The scoreboard's showing 3rd down. Chain gain has 2nd down.
I think it's 2nd down. Yeah. Now they're backing them up now. Okay. So 2nd down and 3 instead of 2nd and 1.
It's about a 6-yard gain.
So that may change your play call here. Instead of 2nd and inches. There's a quarterback keeper up the middle. Nope, it didn't change the play call as he just took it right up the middle and got the first down. So it didn't matter. 4-yard pickup there for Hughes Disrow Jr. and the first down for the Rams to the 35.
In Mount Vernon, what they're able to do this week, have a little time of possession, control the ball, and that really helps your defense out. Last week, Mount Vernon only ran, believe it or not, 6 offensive plays in the second half. And that just, when you're pretty thin with depth, it just wears your defensive lineman out.
Turnovers, onside kick recoveries. Your defense is out there forever. And they're doing the same here to Carbondale, just wearing them out now. Hopefully they can get a score here before half. 1st and 10 for Mount Vernon from the 35. There's a dump-off pass to the left. It is caught down to the 30, 25, 20-yard line. That's Nesbitt, who makes a catch and a first down run after the catch down to the 19. That's a 16-yard pickup. Under 7 minutes left in this first half.
And
Rams leading 17-14.
That's a big catch for Nesbitt. He's had a couple drops, and he's a weapon for Mount Vernon. They need to get him some more touches.
Rams with 2 wideouts far side. As Hughes Disrow looks over to his right. Diz got his line set, and there's a handoff to Staples, right side. He pushes it all the way out, now cuts it back up in on the numbers on the hash, and then down to the 10, and a penalty flag coming in, and that may be in the area of hold, as it's kind of back there where the initial contact was made. Official throws his flag up forward a little more to make an exact spot, and they're going to back the Rams up on this one. It is a hold. As my former color commentator in Oklahoma would say, that's a holt.
Yeah.
But Hank knows English a little better.
Yeah, it's debatable.
Yeah. So it's backs the Rams up a few yards. First and 20, or first and 14 from the 23. And Disrow takes a snap, hands it off to Staples again, left side. He's got some room down to the 20, gets a good block. 15, 10, down to the 5. Mass made a great block here on the edge and allowed his man to get down to the 5, and that's a first down for the Rams. Good run. 19 yards for Staples. Puts him over 100, doesn't it?
I've got him at 101.
So first and goal from the 5 here. Clock ticking, 5:54 left in the first half. Rams up by 3, looking to add to it here at Carbondale.
And Mass has been a factor this game. Good call on catching the block.
2 receivers here near side. You got your wing back there lined up kind of as a tight end on the left side. Staples to the right of Disrow. He gets a handoff. He goes left up to about the 3.5 yard line. Give him a couple on that one. Second and goal from the 3 now. Rams marching. Rams football presented by People's National Bank. They got that drone overhead, and it's just throwing me off. I see it out of the corner of my eye every time. Down to 5:05 left in the half. See if the Rams can punch it in. There's a direct snap now to Staples. He's going to try to run it in, and he is stopped short at about the 2. Now they're going to say nothing. He didn't even get to the 2. So it's third down and goal from the 3. Rams would love to have 6 here because I'll give them 7. You know that. And then instead of settling for 3 before the half.
Not there yet, but fourth and goal from the 2. What are you doing? Put your coach hat on.
I'd go for it.
I think so.
4:22 left here in the first half. Rams up by 3. Taking their time here. They got 14 on the play clock. Disrow barking out the signals. Staples to his left. They're keying in on Staples here. May want a timeout here. Down to 2 on the clock. 1, and they get it off. Handoff goes to Staples. He cuts it back inside. He's going to be short of the goal line. Down to the 2. He only picked up 1 there.
I don't think the kicker's coming out.
But the Rams are going to want a timeout. I thought they were going to call a timeout there.
They could have called a penalty.
Yeah, but I thought it was the snap didn't come until a second or 2 after the play clock went to 0.
I mean, it was a good, like you said, 2 seconds.
So a timeout here brought to you by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, advanced care close to home.
It looks like the ball's at about right at the 2 yard line. Fourth down.
Tonight's game brought to you by Bean Insurance. See Chris Bean He'll get you covered. Coming up on the Huey Funeral Home halftime show with 3:43 left in this half. And the Rams on top 17-14, looking to add more. I'd love to have another Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply touchdown. I was going to say strikeout.
Field goals.
I'm still on baseball.
Field goals will not win this game.
Not one bit. It'll be 4th and goal from the 2 here for the Rams, coming out of that SSM Health timeout. Hughes Disrow Jr. looking over at Coach Ming's one last time. He's got Staples lined up there next to him. There is, he's going to keep it on the fake. Now dump it off, and it's wide open in the end zone for the touchdown. Wide open is Nolan Mast, who's had a heck of a game. With 3:38 left in the first half, touchdown Rams.
He's just one of those guys where I'm pretty sure if he can get to it, he's going to catch it. And he's had a big first half.
Rams now with a 23-14 lead. Looking to add to it here. And it look like that they're going for it. They're going for 2 here.
Might run the same play.
Okay. So 9-point lead here for the Rams, looking to make it 11. And Disrow set. He's going to keep it up the middle on the quarterback keeper, and it is in for the 2-point conversion. And the Rams now lead 25-14.
It's a big swing in the game. The defensive stop and then a long, time-consuming drive where maybe Mount Vernon's wearing out this Carbondale defense.
Were you a little surprised that they went for the 2 there?
Yes. Yes, I am.
That score brought to you by Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply at 513 South 10th in Mount Vernon. Call 244-1500.
We're going to talk about Mast a little more at the half. I think he's really maybe going to become a big part of this team on offense.
He is a very good athlete. He plays for Coach Boer's baseball team, too. A good outfielder. Got speed. He's fast.
His dad was a pretty good athlete.
Rams football is presented by People's National Bank, offering competitive rates, flexible solutions for your banking needs. Discover how they can help. PeoplesNationalBank.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Jeff Crow on camera up here in the booth, and got Devin Finley up here and producing us, and Shauna Pugh back at the studio back on Withers Drive in Mount Vernon.
Let's credit the coaching staff. That's a gutsy play call on 4th down as well.
To pass. Yeah. I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to be a quarterback sneak, kind of like the 2-point conversion try. But
Carbondale certainly sold out to take that away, and it was sure-handed Mast.
Yeah, wide open. He had a choice of 2 receivers that were wide open. There's a great kick by Carnine into the end zone. And he'll come back out for a touchback. Got about 3 yards deep there.
Carnine has a big leg, to say the least. I think we'll be seeing him kicking at the college level if he wants to do so.
I'm sure. You're right. Guy can kick. We're getting up on the Huey Funeral Home halftime show. I said that about 10 minutes ago. It's 3:38 left in the half, and Rams up 25-14. Rams need to stop them before half here. We know Carbondale can quickly put a score on the board. You got a good quarterback in Davin Woolley. He's got some weapons, too. One of them goes in motion right there. They hand it off on the sweep, and he fumbled it. Ball on the turf back at the 20, and he fell on it. That's Oliver, who coughed that one up. So he came around on the jet sweep and then just gave it up right in open field, too. They were fortunate they got that one back. I could have saw Rams just scoop that up and score.
It'll be second down for the Terriers.
Good old scoop and score. It'll be 2nd down and 10 here for the Terriers. Woolley to throw, looks right. Dumps it off over the middle. Incomplete off the fingertips of Scott Ross. It was a little high, but very catchable, and he just dropped it at the 30, right at the first down marker.
Now Mount Vernon getting some of the breaks.
I think they're getting in the head a little bit of the Terriers here. That's what Coach Ming said. He said, we hit them in practice. And in practice, we're just physical. Hit them, it just doesn't translate into game on Friday night. And maybe tonight they're just laying a little more of a licking on them. 3rd down and 10. Woolley to throw over to the left. Oh, and it's almost picked off. Running in front of it, there was a Nesbitt, but diving attempt there by
Nesbitt scores if he catches that.
That was Barry who laid out for it and just couldn't come up with it, and Nesbitt ran right in front of him to screen him. Intended receiver was Oliver, rather, not Barry. And it's 4th down and 10. And Carbondale's going to have to kick this away, deep in their own territory here with 2:50 left. They're not showing any signs of kicking, but it may drop back here. Let's see. Wouldn't go for it this deep in his own territory. Yeah, he drops back now to kick. Woolley takes the snap, kicks it away. Fair caught at about the 48, his own 48, Nolan Mast.
Mast is staying busy.
So good field position here for the Rams if they choose to be selfish here and try to get another score.
Oh, they're going to try to score. There's plenty of time, 2 timeouts. And this is really a huge opportunity for Mount Vernon to take total control of this game.
You'd love to go in a halftime with a 3-score lead. Well, we'll see. Rams up by 11 right now with 2:45 left in the first half. Spending every second they can over there with Coach Mings for the whistles blow and they start the play clock. Rams out there on the field now. Mass lined up far side with Nesbitt. Staples and coming in to line up next to Disrow. 2 wideouts here near side too. And now ready to go. To throw. Now quarterback keeper up the middle. Nice dash across the 50 to the 45. Tripped up there. They're going to mark it ahead to the 43. And a pickup of close to 9 on that run there by Disrow. 2:26 left and ticking here in the first half. 2nd and 2. They give them 8 on that. Taking their time, getting the right play in. Rams can do that here. Take your time here. There's a handoff. It goes right side. Staples now cuts it back inside to the 40. 1st down to the 35-yard line. Pickup of 8 for Staples. It's another 1st down for the Rams.
18th first half carry for Staples, 112 yards. He's maybe flirting with 200 by the time we're said and done.
Under 2 minutes now ticking after the ball was spotted. They start the clock here. 1:48 now left in the half. Rams up by 11. They're at the Carbondale 34. A little bit of urgency here. There's a swing pass out to the left. It is caught. Nesbitt at the 30, the 25-yard line, close to that 1st down marker. It's going to be a little short, but it's going to be 2nd and 1 coming up. 9-yard pickup to the 25. Clock ticking down to 1:24 remaining. Now you got to hurry up a little bit. Two wideouts far side. You got your wing back here lined up on next to the line. Staples back there next to Disrow. And he gets the handoff. And he dodges one tackle, stiff arm, and a second guy, and he fumbled it. Ball on the turf. Carbondale has recovered it.
It's a killer.
At the 25-yard line with 1:01 left in the first half, the Rams were driving, and they cough it up. J.J. Oliver with the recovery on that one.
That's a huge opportunity squandered, as the Rams are already in field goal range, looking to really break this game open, and they've given Carbondale new life.
Now Carbondale with 1:01 left to play with if they want to try to do something here. Quarterback is over there talking to Coach Lee and his offensive coordinator, Finn Grant. Getting a play in. Now he's lined up, ready to go. 1st and 10 from his own 25. Woolley's going to keep it up the middle. He's a dangerous runner. He gets across the 30 to the 31. Hadn't seen him run a lot tonight. And he led the team in rushing last week, and now he's a little banged up getting up. He may have, he's a little slow there. And now he goes to the turf.
That's a big problem.
He'll have to come out. And hopefully he's okay. I mean, just for the sake of, a kid's health, we don't want anybody hurt. And he's down on the turf on his back, the star quarterback for Carbondale.
That was Tylen Davis on the tackle.
Timeout.
So he seems to be okay, as he was banged up earlier in the game.
Timeout on the field, brought to you by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital. For high-quality, national-accredited cancer care treatments close to home, choose SSM Health. You are listening to Rams football on AM 940 and 96.5 FM, WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois, a free service of Withers Broadcasting, along with the Section 618 app and our video stream on the app and on the WMIX Sports YouTube channel is made possible by Paul Shields, your Allstate insurance agent. Woolley's okay.
Got a couple scores. Centralia leading Collinsville 9-8. Waterloo 10-0 over Columbia. Vandalia 20, Hillsborough 7. Marion all over Granite City 36-0. And in what's probably the final installment of the Milk Bowl, maybe we see why, Breeze Central leads Mater Dei 32-0.
Wow. 2nd down and 5 here, as they'll have to bring in Clough for one play here at least. There's a handoff far side, and turns upfield. That's a 1st down for the Terriers across the 40-42-yard line, and Scott Ross getting the 1st down carry. He picked up about 12 up to the 42. So now Woolley will come back in, I would imagine.
And Carbondale have to use a timeout.
With 39 seconds left in the first half. Rams on top of this one, 25-14. This timeout brought to you by SSM Health, with direct access to SLU Care. Can't talk. Ready for the weekend. Cardinal Glennon, SSM Health provides a large network of comprehensive care. SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital. We're talking about that Centralia game. They're over on our sister station X95 and also on the Section 618 app. Nashville is got a big one tonight at Carterville. I'm interested in that one.
DeCoyne playing Harrisburg.
You got a score on that yet?
I'm having trouble getting scores tonight.
Hamco is playing Cesar Valier tonight at McLeansboro. That's a game that I'd normally be at. My daughter cheers for Cesar, and because Chris Hugo decided he was going to have some fun this weekend.
We call that on assignment.
Yeah, that's right. On assignment elsewhere. Shotgun. Woolley rolls to his right, being pursued. Lets it fly. Deep down the field, has a man, and it is incomplete. It was out of bounds.
That's a great catch.
Yeah, he made a diving catch at the 20, but he was out of bounds. Right at the Rams' secondary there, forcing them out of bounds. That's twice we've seen them out of bounds on an open play down the field. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 here from the 42.
Carterville 14-6 over Nashville at the half.
That'd be a good one. That's on V1047 and the Section 618 app tonight. Here the Rams lead by 11, down to 32 seconds left in the half. Woolley empties his backfield. He has 5 wideouts here, and somebody jumped. One of his wideouts here near side took off. Carbondale's signaling that it's against the Rams.
I don't think so.
Let's see. No, it may be on the Rams. Yep, it is. Oh, man.
That's the third encroachment penalty.
I don't know what he did. Second down and 5. He was pleading his case with the official. That was Barnes, Davius Barnes. Second and 5. Again, empty backfield and here for Woolley and the Terriers. Near midfield, low snap. Picks it up off the turf, rolls out to his left. Had a man in the air there. Now throws it down and throws it away. It's third down and 5 now.
Great job by the Mount Vernon secondary.
Mm-hmm. And
Sesser's up 14-0.
Red Devils with the lead there. Oh, now penalty flag comes in late. After everything was said and done, official on the far side threw a flag down on the turf. And that's usually, if it's around there, it's something on the Rams bench. And Coach Mings is out on the field close to the numbers, barking something at the officials here. If this is on the Rams, they're calling it intentional grounding. Okay, so that after a little
lobbying,
discussion,
the politician Dan Mings,
they got the call there.
And
well, Mings was calling that right at the beginning, right after the play was over. He was like, "Hey, no, that's intentional grounding. Nobody was around."
Well, he said if they win this game, Hugo's going to have a lot more spare time on his hands. He's going to get fired. He said that in an interview.
My daughter will kill me.
Yeah.
Third down and 10. Rams up by 11, 22 seconds left in the first half. Up 25-14. And Woolley taking his time here. Play clock is down to 5. 4. They may have to call timeout. 1 now. They will have to call timeout. And they just wanted to make sure that they wanted to kind of spy over the Rams defense a bit. Maybe see somewhere where they can exploit.
I'm not sure they called timeout.
What? Okay. Well, they were down to 0 on the play clock. Guess they told them to reset the play clock. It's third down and 10 from the 42. Woolley rolling out to his left, being pursued to his right, rather, and he is sacked. He fumbled it, but they said he was down.
There's that guy, Jay Sean Staples, does it all.
Penalty flag across the field. Oh, man.
2 miles away from the play.
Yeah, had no impact on this play whatsoever, so we'll see what this is. And it's the official on the far side there in front of the Rams bench. If this is on Carbondale, I would imagine the Rams would decline it, but they're waving off the flag. No flag. Okay.
There is no flag on the play.
Okay. So it'll bring up fourth down and 17 after a big sack by Staples. Wow. Him and Master having a well of a ball game here tonight. They have really impressed me. And the Carbondale coaching staff coming out pleading their case, trying to understand. They want an explanation here. And time has expired. It's over the end of the half. 25-14 is our score. The Rams, after giving up 14 early points in this one, shut Carbondale out in that second quarter and put up a couple of scores themselves and have an 11-point lead as we go into our Huey Funeral Home halftime show. And we'll talk all about it, me and Hank, when we come back after this. Rams football presented by People's National Bank on WMIX and the Section 618 app.
You need insurance to help protect things that mean a lot to you? You need coverage that's affordable because we all have a budget? At Country Financial, we get it. For close to 100 years, we've offered insurance and financial services to help protect what's most important to you and to help prepare for your future. Best of all, I'm here to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. In other words, we've got your back. I'm Josh Finley, your local country financial representative. Call me at 618-242-4024.
Your table's waiting at Bonnie Cafe in Mount Vernon. Delight in the daily lunch and dinner buffet filled with favorites at a price that won't break the bank. Enjoy Fish Fridays, Saturday crawfish and ribeye steaks, and Sundays feel just like home with turkey and ham dinners. Breakfast all day and crispy fried chicken served every day. The historic Bonnie Cafe inside the Mount Vernon Airport or the OG in Bonnie. Open 7 days a week from 6 to 8. Family owned, locally loved, and always worth the trip.
Hey everyone, it's Marty with Huey and Newell Funeral Homes. Life is deceptive in the course of living it. We get so wrapped up in our daily activities that we lose sight of what we're actually here for. A life well lived is one that doesn't rely on accomplishments or acquiring stuff, but instead focuses on relationships. Practicing kindness, empathy, and compassion are the things that last and will impact other people's lives for generations to come. We are Huey and Newell Funeral Homes, serving our community with the greatest of care now and many years to come.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The Huey and Newell halftime show starts now.
When you've experienced the loss of someone you love, you can trust Huey Funeral Home to guide you through the process of honoring their life. Go to hueyfh.com or call them at 618-242-3348. The Rams leading Carbondale at halftime 25-14. They got on the board first. Just on the opening kickoff, an 80-yard kickoff return by Staples. Extra point was good, made it 7-0. Then Carbondale answered right back, took the lead. The Rams got a field goal to regain the lead. Carbondale marched right back, and all that scoring happened in the first quarter. 24 total points between the two teams. Carbondale led 14-10 at the end of the first, and then the Rams with two scores there in the second quarter, and they took a lead at halftime, 25-14 after a touchdown and two-point conversion, and that's where we stand here at the break. We'll have our halftime stats coming up here, brought to you by our new sponsor of our halftime stats and our postgame stats, too, as a matter of fact, which is Bonnie Cafe, and we'll have that for you coming up from Hank and when we come back here on the halftime show after this, where the Rams leading at halftime over Carbondale, 25-14 on the road. It's Rams football presented by People's National Bank on WMIX and the Section 618 app.
It's your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt, and I have a message that I hope you take a second to listen to, and better yet, act on it. Everyone needs a will. This topic is not fun to discuss, but a will is so important to the people who are left behind. Trust me, I have learned this from personal experience. My office does not create this document for you, but we would be glad to meet with you and help you understand why you need it. This is not something only for the wealthy. This is for everyone. So please do some research. Stop by our office, and let's talk about it. Find me online at TonyWilt.com or call me at 242-1421.
Hi, this is Presley Marlowe at Munkin Toyota of Mount Vernon. We've got 6 Toyota Gold certified pre-owned vehicles ready to roll, all backed with serious peace of mind. Enjoy a 12-month, 12,000-mile limited comprehensive warranty, 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage, 24-hour roadside assistance, and 0 deductible on covered repairs. Munkin Toyota of Mount Vernon, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty, or visit us online at munkintoyotamountvernon.com.
When you are injured or in pain, the last thing you want to do is wait in the ER. For those times, you don't necessarily need the emergency room. Come to Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Ortho Express, open Monday through Friday from 8 until 4 at 4121 Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon. Get highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners providing the care you need quickly and with savings of up to 80% compared to the ER. Call the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois at 618-242-3778 or visit them online at orthocenter-si.com.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by People's National Bank.
R.J. Price and Hank Evans back here at Carbondale, where the Mount Vernon Rams leading the Terriers at halftime, 25-14. I knew that the Rams had it in them to could have a good game tonight. But, man, they just really offensively, everything's clicking, and they made a couple big stops there at the end of the half too, Hank.
And I thought there's been some coaching adjustments for sure, and they really went to a ball control, almost like ground and pound offense, and that's really, they call it kind of complementary football. It's helped out their defense, and there's a couple guys, obviously Staples had a monster first half, but there's been other guys contributing, and we'll talk about Nolan Mass quite a bit here in just a bit.
The halftime show here brought to you by Huey Funeral Home. By the way, I wanted to give you a halftime score real quick. The game I thought was going to be pretty good tonight, but It's not. DuQuoin leading Harrisburg 35-0 at halftime. Wow. DuQuoin, I saw them in a scrimmage against Cesar earlier this season. I know that's two totally different classes of teams. But DuQuoin just really looked good. And I was like, man, you got to watch out for this team. They have really made some strides, and they're tough. So they're up 35-0 over Harrisburg at halftime. And also Marion leading Granite City 43-0. That's the last I saw.
50-6.
50-6 now?
I'm going to say Granite City not tough this year.
Yeah. It'd be nice to see them later this year.
The Red Devils, not the Blue Devils. The Red Devils lead Hamilton County 20-8.
Okay. And that's a look at some of our Tony Wilt scoreboard updates for you. 15-plus years of serving you and your families. TonyWilt.com. Contact your good neighbor State Farm agent, Tony Wilt, in Mount Vernon. You want to get to some halftime stats for us, Hank? Are you ready for us? Brought to you by our friends at Bonnie Cafe of Jefferson County in Mount Vernon and Bonnie.
All right, first for Carbondale. They had 90 yards rushing on 14 carries, 68 through the air, 158 yards of total offense. The rushing attack, it was Woolley, 3 carries for -6 yards. A big sack there at the end of half was a big part of that. It was Thomas Mims, 5 carries, 27 yards. Scott Ross, a lot of hyphenated names here, 4 carries, 53 yards. And it was Oliver with 2 carries for 16 yards. And Mount Vernon, I thought, really contained Carbondale quarterback Davin Woolley, kept him in the pocket for the most part. In fact, his last 6 passes were incomplete. He was 4 of 10 for 68 yards and a touchdown. He found his favorite guy, Braylon Berry, 3 times, 53 yards and a touchdown. And Fenton caught a ball for 16 yards. For the Mount Vernon Rams, it was the Jay Sean Staples show as he got 18 carries at the half, 112 yards. Quarterback Disrow Jr., 6 carries, 18 yards. And then Crowder helped out a little bit. He had a 5-yard carry. But the quarterback, Disrow Jr., 4 of 6, passing 35 yards and a touchdown. And Nesbitt, he had a drop early, but he came back to catch 2 balls, 25 yards. And it was Mast, Nolan Mast, several big plays, none bigger than the 4th down. What a gutsy call, fourth and 2, 4th and goal from the 2. He caught a 2-yard touchdown. He has 2 catches for 10 yards. Well, Mount Vernon, 170 yards of total offense in the first half as they lead it 25-14.
Thanks, Hank. Going back to that touchdown to pass to Mast, do you really think that, was that a design play that the Rams looked like they were going to do a quarterback sneak and then pulled it back, rolled out, and threw that pass?
100%.
Was that design?
100%. It's something they probably worked
sold out on it
at the end of practice every day. Whether they need a big 2-point conversion, that's probably a 2-point conversion play. But Carbondale sold out to stop the run, and I don't blame them. And made Mount Vernon beat them through the air, and Mass is going to catch it. If he can get to it, they'll catch it.
Yeah, everybody just collapsed down right there in the middle, left 2 guys open in the end zone, and you could take your pick, and Nolan Mass got the reception. Your halftime stats brought to you by, sorry, Hank.
And you made a good call. I think it was Staples on a big run up the left side here, Mass with a key block that sprung him free. So, I mean, Mass is one of those guys that probably just does all the little things right.
Your table's waiting at Bonnie Cafe. Enjoy Fish Fridays, Saturday crawfish, and ribeye steaks. Sundays, they feel like home with turkey and ham dinners, breakfast all day, and crispy fried chicken served every day. I'm getting hungry now. Historic Bonnie Cafe inside the Mount Vernon Airport, or the OG in Bonnie, open 7 days a week from 6 to 8. Go by and see them tomorrow and get yourself some breakfast at the Bonnie Cafe. One of the 2 locations in Jefferson County. They bring you our halftime stats. A halftime show brought to you by Huey Funeral Home. We'll be back with more. We'll update that Tony Wilt scoreboard for you. Rams leading Carbondale at halftime 25-14. Rams football powered by People's National Bank on WMIX and the Section 618 app.
I'm at the movies, asking people if they'll switch seats with me for $574.
Here, take mine.
So what about $574 if you switch your home insurance to Allstate?
Too much work.
Not if you call them. They handle the switching.
Now, that's a plot twist.
Shh. Check Allstate first, and you could save hundreds on quality home insurance today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Mount Vernon's Allstate agent, Paul Shields, today.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.
Your table's waiting at Bonnie Cafe. In Mount Vernon, delight in the daily lunch and dinner buffet filled with favorites at a price that won't break the bank. Enjoy Fish Fridays, Saturday crawfish and ribeye steaks, and Sundays feel just like home with turkey and ham dinners. Breakfast all day and crispy fried chicken served every day. The historic Bonnie Cafe, inside the Mount Vernon Airport, or the OG in Bonnie. Open 7 days a week from 6 to 8. Family owned, locally loved, and always worth the trip.
If you are looking for a new career, Walgreens Distribution Center in Mount Vernon is hiring. Walgreens offers an excellent benefits package, competitive pay, on-site health clinic, 401k, performance bonuses, shift differentials, full-time employment, and maintenance technician openings. Plus, they have walk-in Wednesdays every Wednesday from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. No appointment necessary. Walgreens is an equal opportunity employer and welcomes individuals with diverse talents and backgrounds. Walgreens promotes and supports a drug-free workplace.
Follow us on social media at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams football.
RJ Price alongside Hank Evans, our producer on site, Devin Finley, Jeff Crow, our cameraman tonight, and Shauna Pugh back at the studio as the Rams leading Carbondale by the score of 25-14 here on the halftime show. Brought to you by Huey Funeral Home. And Hank, you got some scores on that Tony Wilt scoreboard for us here at the half?
Let me see what I can do here. It's the Chester Yellow Jackets leading Peatneyville 39-7 at half. These are all halftime scores unless noted otherwise. Murfreesboro 20-0 over AJ at the half. DuQuoin 35-0, which that's a little bit of a shocker. Carterville Lions 14-6 over Nashville. Johnson City 22-0 over CZR. Marion up 50-6 in the third quarter. Last I saw, probably a running clock. Mater Dei losing to Bree Central 32-0. Again, here it's Mount Vernon 25-14 at the half. West Frankfort 22-0 over Heron. Benton, which looks like they have a really good team, 49-0 at the half over Robinson. Alney, Richland County leading Salem 21-0. Dupo 16-0 over Principia. Roxana 35, Redbud 7. Cesar-Valier 20, Hamilton County 8. Massac County over Ballard County, Kentucky 28-0. Effingham 28-14 over Mount Carmel at the half. And Centralia 9, Collinsville 8 at the half.
They get 3 field goals in that game?
I think a touchdown and I believe a safety is how that went down.
Oh, really? Okay. And Centralia with that 1-point lead. That's over on our sister station, X95. You can also hear it on the Orphans channel on the Section 618 app as well. You can go there and check it out. That's a look at our scoreboard at halftime. Thanks, Hank. If you're looking for a local agent backed by the #1 auto insurance company in the country, Tony Wilt and his staff, with over 80 years of experience, are fully licensed to help you through the entire claims process. TonyWilt.com to get started. Rams with an impressive first half. It all started with Staples' 80-yard kickoff return that set the tone on this one. I know Carbondale came back and took the lead. They went back and forth here in the first quarter, but the Rams closing out the half on 2 straight scores to take the 11-point lead at halftime. And they had a chance to go up by 3 scores there right before half, but fumbled it with about a minute left down in deep in the Carbondale territory at the 20-yard line. And man, it would have been nice to punch it in one more time.
I mean, it was definitely field goal range, but at that point, Mount Vernon's thinking touchdown and put this game away. As it is, Carbondale will have the ball coming out in the third quarter, and, you know, that's a key possession for the Terriers. I mean, if Mount Vernon can get a stop here, it really puts them in the driver's seat. Carbondale scores. It's game on.
We'll take one more break and come back here and to get ready for our start of the second half as Carbondale has yet to come out on the field. Now they're starting to make their way down as the Rams are out there getting loosened up and ready to go. Rams on top of Carbondale 25-14 at halftime. We'll be back after this on the Huey Funeral Home halftime show. Rams football presented by People's National Bank on WMIX in the Section 618 app.
They're finally here. Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon just received brand new 2025 Toyota Sequoias, and they're worth the wait. Hi, this is Presley Marlowe. Check out the Sequoia Limited 4-wheel drive in stunning ice cap and the rugged Sequoia TRD Pro 4-wheel drive in magnetic gray, both powered by the iForce Max twin-turbo V6 hybrid. And don't forget, Every new Toyota at Munkin comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us in person or online at munkintoyotamountvernon.com today.
Chris with Bean Insurance Agency. We've been serving the listening area for over 20 years. Our office has a combined experience of over 75 years of insurance knowledge. We have multiple companies to choose from, so you get a great rate, and we strive to provide the best customer service around. This combination has won Bean Insurance Agency multiple awards over the last 20 years. Call today and find out for yourself at 618-242-6017 or stop by 1310 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
DollarSavingDeals.com is the Heartland Savings Superstore. Save up to half price on certificates to local businesses at DollarSavingDeals.com.
In Southern Illinois, check out the deals from 618 Axe Bar and Grill, Mount Vernon, PMR Automotive in Marion, SI Bowl, Carterville, and Rips Brick Oven Pizzeria, Carbondale.
If you're in Mount Vernon, Centralia, Salem, Nashville, Marion, Cape, Sykeston, Paducah, or anywhere in between, get to DollarSavingDeals.com or look for us on the Big Deals app.
Back to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams football on WMIX.
25-14, Mount Vernon over Carbondale at halftime. Who will be the next Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week? You can go to the WMIX Sports Facebook page, find out more, offering insurance coverage to protect what's most important to you. See Josh Finley with Country Financial at 814 Harrison Street in Mount Vernon. We're in their Huey Funeral Home halftime show. By the way, the Cardinals are trailing the Giants if you're still interested in baseball.
Not many are.
6-0, Giants on top of the Redbirds in the top of the fifth in that one at Busch Stadium. So probably more people listening to this broadcast tonight, watching the broadcast, than there are at the Cardinal game tonight.
There's seats available every time I flip to the channels.
Absolutely. Although it is Hall of Fame weekend, maybe there'll be a few more fans out there and at Busch Stadium here this weekend. People's National Bank offering competitive rates, flexible solutions for all your banking needs. Discover how they can help. peoplesnationalbank.com, member FDIC. So, Hank, if you're the Rams, I mean, at halftime, you got to stay composed. You got the 11-point lead. You can't get too high on it, right?
Not much changes. Get a stop here on defense, and then you're going to see a lot of staples to the left, staples to the right, and control that clock. That's been a big adjustment, I think, coaching-wise. Mount Vernon is going to try to play a little more ball control to help out the defense.
And you just mentioned adjustments, and that's what Carbondale, I'm sure, will be making here at halftime. Had made some adjustments. And then it's up to the Rams to match those adjustments. It's just like a chess game, and the Rams are going to have to keep that momentum going that they got in that first half.
Mount Vernon did a great job of keeping Woolley in the pocket, making him a little bit one-dimensional. And he only had 3 carries, lost yards. So I think Carbondale, they're going to try to get him out in space, maybe play a little playground football and get the playmakers involved.
Woolley threw for about 1,600 yards last year. And in that first game of the season against Murfreesboro, he threw for 225, but he also led the team in rushing in that game, too. Had 49 yards on 8 carries. And so he can be dangerous with his legs. And but the Rams, like you said, have really done a good job containing them.
And he got off to a great start. I mean, he completed his first 4 passes, and then it's been last 6 have been incomplete. So Mount Vernon definitely keying on him and successfully so far in the first half.
And you got to credit the coaching staff there for those in-game adjustments.
Sure. And then the big play call on 4th down. I mean, you get a gold star for that one.
It's all about in-game adjustments and how you can adjust and how well you can do that. And for the Rams, they did very well there because it looked like they weren't going to stop them all night long. And Carbondale in their first 2 drives just marched down with ease and got the scores.
And some guys having some good things happen to him, and a little bit of confidence now. Nesbitt caught a couple balls where he'd had a case of the drops, and Mast is getting involved.
What will Carnine do here? We saw him with a onside kick earlier in this game. And so you're just going to
kick it deep.
Boom this one away, you think? Kick it all the way to Cambria? Cambria would be behind us, wouldn't it?
DeSoto.
We don't want him to kick over there, DeSoto.
You ever been to DeSoto?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Used to hang out there every now and then back in the day.
Did you?
Yeah. Long time ago, Roger.
They, DeSoto just a couple years ago had a huge sinkhole right there in the middle of town, like right on 51. That's scary. All right, here's the kick by Carnine. And he booms that one. And it's going to make it into the end zone. And Carbondale will take over at the 20 on that touchback. Carnine hopping around back there as he picked up his neon green kicking tee. Gives Coach Mings a little, or his special teams coach a little hand as he runs off. And Carbondale will have the ball 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line to open the second half. We're in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth, high up on the 3rd level here at Blyer Field at Carbondale.
It's like 2 wide. Be Woolley. I believe that's Oliver.
Now they're a little confused here. Carbondale went and lined up on the right hash, and officials were like, nope, come on back to the middle here, guys. And so now they head back to right in midfield.
And it's been Jamarian Peterson with the assignment on Barry all night long.
He's done a good job. Except for that opening drive, he's done all right. 1st and 10, man in motion. They fake it to him, and here's the quarterback keeping it up the middle. He's up across the 25 to the 26. And maybe, you get the quarterback running the ball more, which is what Carbondale's wanting to do. Maybe they wanted to stay away from that in the first half just to keep them healthy. Didn't want them to risk an injury in that first half because the Rams were being a little physical there. Laid a hit on him there after picking up about 7. 2nd and 3 coming up here for Carbondale. And Woolley dumps it off. It's Barry bobbled it, but makes the catch at the 31. He recovered nicely to get that first down. Give him 4, enough for the first down.
Even though Carbondale got a first down, I believe very good assignment defense by Mount Vernon, not giving up the big play.
Give them 5 on that to the 32. 1st and 10. And Barry almost dropped that one, too. It's a bullet from Woolley. A lot of movement pre-snap, and there's a handoff on the sweep up the middle and to the 35. Looking to see who that was. Looked like a higher number. Like a double-digit number, but I'm not sure. But there's somebody hurt. I don't know if that's a Ram who's down. A couple Rams down on this one.
We have a timeout on the field for a foot stuck in a face mask.
Kylan Brown was slow at getting up. Jackson Simmons as well. And it'll be 2nd down and 7. So a pickup of 3 for Carbondale there at the 35-yard line. Their own 35. They're moving the ball here on their first few plays of the second half. And there's again a little jet sweep. Cuts it inside, and the Rams defense really read that one well as Scott Ross had nowhere to go. Got maybe a yard, 2 yards on that.
He was met by Jackson Simmons.
And that was Jackson Simmons on the tackle.
Who was pretending like he was hurt on the play before.
Quick healer.
3rd down and 5 coming up. Big play here. Carbondale at their own 37. And the snap, roll out by Woolley to his right. Now cuts it back up inside, keeping it himself, and he sprung forward. He swung forward, really, by the defense for a first down. He might have been stopped short of the first down, but somebody just swung him over the line, and he got about 5 yards on that after it was all said and done. Or what was it, 7 yards?
Yeah, I think probably 7.
To the 45, 9:36 left in the third. Rams up by 11. Carbondale on the move at their own 45. They're set. Empty backfield. Woolley rolls to his right, looks down the field. well covered, so he dumps it off to the 50. First down now to the 45-40 and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Braylon Berry was wide open in the flats there, and it's like nobody was on him. Can't leave him that open. I know the defense was going out deep to cover 4 receivers who went downfield, but that left Berry open short.
Yeah, he's not the guy you leave alone because he got 20 yards.
First down. Oh, bobbled there, but on the exchange, but then recovering nicely up the middle down to the 25. Big run, about 12-yard pickup for the first down. The Rams got a man down. Slow at getting up, but he gets on his feet and he's ready to go. Another big run there. Is that Thomas Mims on that?
Yes.
Up to the 25. First and 10, 9-10 left in the third quarter. Carbondale on the move inside the 25. Woolley to throw. He flushed out, throws it over left side. It's caught at the 13 and pushed out of bounds at the 10-yard line was Jonathan Jackson. And it'll be another first down. And it may be just inside the 10 where they don't need another first down. They don't need the chains. So it's a first down here for Carbondale, just right at the 10. They're going to say just inside the 10. There's a handoff right side. That's Mims going over, and he's swung down, and then a penalty flag comes in.
Well, he lost his helmet, so that's going to be probably a face mask.
He's, let's see, face mask on the defense, and now be half the distance to the goal on that one. And still first down. Instead of second and goal from about the 6, it'll be first and goal from the 5.
It'll be first and goal from the 5-yard line for the Terriers.
Substitution coming in for the Terriers is Christian Caffey will check in. He's a big 5'10", 210-pound junior. He'll be in the block. Woolley eyeing the defense. Hands it off. Cuts it back in. That's Caffey. Or no, that is Jackson who gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And Carbondale on the board first in the second half. It's 25-20. So Jackson getting in. We haven't called his name at all tonight. And then a couple plays on this drive, he gets the score. Four-yard run by Jackson. Or 5-yard run, and it's Carbondale marching down to now go for 2 to cut this to 3. Rolling out to his left. Woolley looking. Fires in the corner. It's caught. 2-point conversion is good. That is Berry, I believe. He slipped and fell down on the track over there. I hope he's okay. He gets up. He's fine. He's celebrating. And the 2-point conversion is good.
And that's a big response out of the half by Carbondale as they march 80 yards in about 3 minutes, 27 seconds.
25-22 our score after that touchdown. Video stream made possible on the WMIX Sports YouTube channel by Paul Shields, your Allstate insurance agent. Better call Paul if you need to switch that insurance. You can also text Good Hands to 618-242-0094, and he'll send you a quote form. No obligation. You can fill out, send to him, and he'll run a quote for you for free. And if you like it, switch over to Paul Shields Allstate. Now let's see how the Rams can respond.
We'll see what Carbondale chooses to do on the kickoff because they've been burned twice.
They really have.
I mean, first play of the game went 80 yards for a score.
Crowder is back deep now. That's Crowder back there, not Staples. I guess Staples may need a little breather after that first half. I don't want to give him any more touches than he has to, or they probably know that they're not even going to try to kick it to him. And this is a Bornpool here to kick. And it's a long kick driving Crowder over his head, and it's going to fall and just die at the 5. He's got to pick it up.
Yeah, you got to pick it up.
What was he doing?
Oh, it's a disaster.
And he bobbled it and picked up by Carbondale down at the 1-yard line.
That's it.
What was Crowder doing? He's pleading his case with the official,
There's
but
nothing
to plead. The ball hit the 5-yard line. Oh, they say touchdown. They said he made it in the end zone. Now, I didn't see that. I thought he fell on the football at the 1. But they said he scooped it up and scored on that. I thought he was down, but without a replay here, I don't know.
And the ball hit at about the 5-yard line. It just died.
Mm-hmm.
And Crowder just froze, and it's a free ball.
Yeah, free ball. He had to pick it up, had to do something with it, and he didn't. And Carbondale scooped it up and scored. And now Carbondale has the lead, just like that. And they'll go for an extra point here. Special teams mistake again by the Rams, costing them. They looked so good on special teams earlier in this ball game, and now that one there was just that was tough. 29-25 as the extra point try is good. And the Rams now find themselves down by 4. I don't know how you...
I don't know what to say about that.
I don't
That's
either.
Just,
and I don't know,
it's a mental
that
mistake,
on my
obviously.
book. A fumble recovery. I don't know who recovered it for Carbondale, but they got the fumble recovery for a touchdown on the kickoff. And I was wondering why Crowder was back there to start with, and we were wondering why Staples isn't back there. He's had a good return game. Maybe he's winded after a long first half, and they wanted to maybe save him. But possibly thinking that Bourne-Poole was going to bury it in the end zone anyway.
So Crowder was set up at the 20. Bourne-Poole got a good leg over his head, and the ball just kind of like a pitching wedge just stuck about the 4-yard line, and it's a free ball. I mean, you got to pick it up.
Yeah. Bad mistake by Crowder, and now they got Staples back there. So they learned from that, and hopefully Crowder will learn as well. And I'm sure that his coaching staff is explaining to him, that's a live ball. You got to pick it up. It's not a punt. It's a kickoff.
Every kickoff this season so far has been an adventure for the good and the bad.
Staples, the only guy back. He's at the 10. Carbondale suddenly with the lead, 29-25, just like that. Kickoff is deep, and Staples this time, it bounces and goes out of bounds. So they kicked it toward him, but smart enough not to let him touch it.
That'd be good field position for Mount Vernon.
And so the Rams will take over.
That'd be a penalty, kicking it out of bounds. And I have to get my rule book out, but I believe it'll be at the 40.
Is it the 40?
35 or the 40. 25 yards from where he kicked it.
I get confused with different levels of
high
play,
school is a lot different than college.
And are they going to make them re-kick?
Mount Vernon has that option.
And that's what they'll do. No, so they'll back them up, right? They back them up 5 yards and make them re-kick? I thought they backed them up. So it's not a backup. You just kick it again. So it's like you got to give them, you got to back them up 5 yards. That's what Coach Mings is saying. He's waving his arms over there on the sideline saying, hey, guys, you're supposed to back this up 5 yards. They haven't figured that out. Now they do.
And it looks like to me, Jamarian Peterson is back to receive. Just interesting.
Whose turn
wheels
is it?
are turning here.
All right. That's fine.
These kickoffs,
Is that who it is back there, Peterson?
It's 6 or 8.
It looks too tall to be Peterson, but I don't know. Maybe it is. It's got those neon green shoes on. Stands out there. He's ready to go. He's back at the 18. Bornpool getting some work in. That's a line drive kick and a penalty flag. And we'll kick it again. Somebody was over the line on the kickoff. So we'll back them up to the 30 and make them kick again.
Flag on the play.
Peterson's going to stay out there.
This looks like a peewee game right now.
Thought maybe that they would rotate Peterson out, bring somebody else back there, just give everybody a chance to return. But he's okay. So now they'll back him up to the 30. So the more they back him up, the least likely it is that he's going to kick it in the end zone. So now you're going to have a chance for good field position if you can hold on to the ball. That's the key.
I think he'll just try to bounce one at about the 35, somewhere in there, and just make Mount Vernon
have to pick it up.
Yeah, have to
make sure you pick it up. Yeah, make sure you pick it up. And see Bornpool here again. Let this one fly. 8:29 left in the third quarter. Carbondale now up 29-25 after two straight scores in a 4-second period. There's a line drive kick. Drove them all the way back to the 15. Bobbled it. Had to go back to the 10 to pick it up. 15, 20. Far side. Brought down at about the 21. Fumble again. And Carbondale's saying they got it. Let's see here. And still no signal from the officials. Now they say there he's down. They're saying he's down. So Mount Vernon ball, he's saying he was down. The officials say he's down at the 18, and he is down. I mean, he's still down. The ball was down, he's down. And first down for the Rams. Whew, man.
It's been an adventure. And that's Marion Peterson's a young man that's down. He bobbled the kick, recovered it, then got hit pretty hard. It looks like he's going to be
he's going to be all right. He's going to walk off on his own power over to the Rams bench and can breathe a sigh of relief that we didn't cough that one up too. And now Mount Vernon's going to have to get something going offensively.
The wheels have came off. Mount Vernon driving into the half, fumble it, and they've just been a disaster here the first 3-4 minutes of the third quarter.
This is their first offensive play of the second half, right? Carbondale scored twice. So Disrow Jr. back there in the backfield with Staples. And offense is set. There's a snap. Quarterback keeper, left side. He's got room down the sideline, 30, 35, 40, 45, and tripped up and out of bounds. Out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. They say back at the 43. Big run there. That is 25 yards from Disrow Jr. Man, he's fast. Boy, took off like a bullet. Ortho Express services are for recent injuries. A recent injury is an injury or pain that has occurred in the last 2 weeks. Go see Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois if you have one of those. Hopefully you don't. 1st and 10 here for the Rams at their own 43. Big run there for Diz. Got 3 receivers here lined up close to the line near side. And Disrow Jr. going to keep it himself on left side and hit shy of midfield. He picked up about 5. Good run there.
I don't see Staples out there right now, and I don't know exactly why.
I don't either. That may be why he wasn't there for the return either. But he came in for that one return.
So I don't think it's an injury.
Yeah, you wouldn't think. I mean, if they threw him out there for that one return. 2nd down and 5. Here for the Rams. Who's that back there with
Wyatt Evans in the
That's
backfield.
who I thought. There's a rollout to the right. Following his blockers, Disrow puts his head down and is hammered. Close to a first down. He's going to be about a yard short. He'll bring up 3rd and 1. 4-yard run. Some good blocking out ahead of him. Just couldn't quite get that edge to turn it up for a first down. Or are they saying a first? Hold on. The chains are moving, but I thought he was short.
That's a very
wow,
fortunate spot.
Rams catch a break there. First down. 5-yard run there by Disrow Jr.
Yeah, that's Wyatt Evans in the backfield. The 5'11" sophomore.
He's one of the backup quarterbacks for the Rams. Maybe all Diz running here. Nope, they hand it off. Instead, Evans around the left side, and he is going to be tripped up behind the line. He lost about 3 back to the 50. Just couldn't get that edge. And penalty flag, though, down over here near side. And that's in the Carbondale. That's on the Carbondale side of the ball. Now,
initial call looks like holding against Mount Vernon.
Wow. So it was well beyond the line of scrimmage. Wasn't up there on the line. It had to have been a receiver or a tight end or somebody holding there. And that backs them up way back. How far are they going with this? That's 14 yards. No, there was a loss on that play earlier. Okay, so, 10 yards. Back to the 38 or 39-yard line. Rams own 39. Still no Staples out there. Disrow. They're bringing the house. He's going to throw. He has a man wide open. It's Mass. He makes a catch. And he slipped and fell down, or he would have been gone. He falls down at the 34. Big catch. That is 33 yards there to Nolan Mass down to the 34-yard line. He was wide open, and Disrow was hit right as he threw it. Huge
Mast
play.
is the most sure-handed receiver Mount Vernon has. If he can get to it, he will catch it.
Mast is going to come off. He's a little gimpy after that. I don't know if he's going to stay in there. It looked like he was going to come off. He was like limping a little bit as he lines up far side, right along the numbers. Disrow taking his time here. Rams trailing by 5. 6:28 left in the third.
We haven't seen Staples on this drive.
Hughes Disrow Jr. got his line set. Oh, man in motion. Disrow's going to keep it left side, and he only gets a couple on that one. A lot of confusion there on there were guys moving, all sorts of parts moving on that one, and it just didn't look right.
There's several guys in the game that are in different positions, probably the first time at the varsity level.
Saw Wyatt Evans kind of getting a little crossed up there and didn't quite know where to line up at. 2nd down and 8. Disrow. One wide out far side. That's Nesbitt. Wide out here near side as well. Takes a snap. Fakes it. Looks right. Looks down the field. Now he's going to turn it up, and he's stopped for a loss. Gang of tackles there. Jonathan Jackson, who's had a great second half here, comes up with a stop and a 2-yard loss there for the Rams, and the Rams are going to call timeout as it's 3rd and 12, and it's a big play call coming up for Coach Mings. And the Rams, they don't want to give it back to these guys down by 4 with 5:11 left in the third.
It's 4-down territory, I think, for Mount Vernon. I just don't think they're not going to win a field goal kicking contest.
No. If you're looking for a new doctor, go to ssmhealth.com/doctors. SSM Health, the healing power of presence. Today's game presented by People's National Bank. Discover the difference with People's National Bank, from savings accounts to home loans. They provide the solutions you need. Learn more at peoplesnationalbank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Tonight's game, brought to you by Walgreens Distribution Center, offering a safe, friendly, clean, temperature-controlled environment. They even offer employee discounts at Walgreens. It's part of an already amazing benefits package. Walgreens, an equal opportunity employer. Got any updates on that Tony Wilt scoreboard?
Cesar-Valier 26-8 over Hamilton County. And it looks like Staples is maybe injured, is what I'm hearing.
I don't know.
Maybe a possible. I don't know.
He came out for that kickoff, and that's what was odd. I think it was just Coach Ming's upset trying to find somebody who can hold on to the football. But
Carterville, Nashville tied in the third quarter, 14-all.
3rd and 13, Rams to pass here. Disrow's got time, throws it over the middle. It is caught and down at the 31-yard line, well short of the first down. Picks up 5 on that. That was to Nesbitt. I don't know if Nesbitt just slipped, lost his footing. You know, it's a little cool night. You can maybe get a damp field out there. A little cloudy out tonight, and that field turf surface may be a little slick, and we're going to see a long field goal here. This is going to be from 48 yards. Carnine out for a 48-yard field goal attempt. And just a little inside the right hash. This will cut it to 1 if he can knock it in. The snap is good. The kick is up. It's long enough, and it is good from 48 yards out.
Could have hit that from 60. I mean, that was
man.
That was good for 55 or 60.
Carnine with his showing off that leg. Cuts it to 1, 29-28, with 4:16 remaining in the third. So the Rams get on the board here in the second half. That score brought to you by Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply.
And I'm just speculating on Staples being hurt. That's just a word I'm getting from some people.
Right. Yeah, and, you know, it's not an official word. We don't have pipeline to a coach right now. You know, they're not going to answer any texts. So, you know, we'll send Devin down there and get the official word. He'll run down there real quick and see what's wrong with Staples. But that would be huge because you're already down 1 running back and you get your another one out. And Staples had over 100 yards in that first half. And I didn't see where he got hurt in that first half, but who knows? Could have happened on the second half kickoff or something.
You know, it's with down Rudolph, and now you're down Staples. That just puts – and Mount Vernon's really behind the 8 ball.
Got to come up with some defensive stops here, force some turnovers or whatever. Get the ball back, kick a field goal, win the game.
Yeah.
Got plenty of time, though. We're still in the third. Carnine's after his 48-yard field goal, onside kick, squib kick, and it's taken nicely by the Terriers right at midfield. On that attempt there, it was Jackson Gatos who recovered it. And right at midfield. Right there on that black CT at midfield. I want to thank Gwen Poor, the athletic director here from Carbondale. She's been so nice all week long, help us out. We had a full crew here tonight, and they put us up in the third level where we pretty much have the whole level to ourselves.
It's a good view, right at 50-yard line.
Better Wi-Fi than we had last week. That's good. Man in motion here for Carbondale. There's a pitch and a handoff for left side. Close to a first down, being swung out of bounds. That is Oliver, Javian Oliver, who gets tackled just shy of the first down. Is there a flag on the play? Did I hear the official say that? I thought I heard the PA announcer say there's a flag down. Is there? Oh, I see it now. I didn't see it a while ago. Thanks, Devin.
They're coming back.
That looks like it's in the area of hold.
That'll wipe off a
blocking it back.
What was a 10-yard gain?
Yeah, blocking the back. They'll mark them back. Flag is marked at around the 45. which was 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a big loss.
So that brings it back to about the 38.
Be about 1st and 22.
And official that who threw the flag, the ref who threw the flag, was asking for his laundry back. He was like, hey, give it back to me. Woolley to throw, swings it out. It's caught by Barry at the 40, 42, 45. Another penalty flag comes in, down to the 50, pushed out of bounds, short of the first down by about 5 yards, but this may be coming back again, Hank. It's back at the 40.
Do you feel like we're getting flags on every other play at least?
Yeah. Feels like arena football. Have you ever seen arena football?
Oh,
game?
yeah.
Seems like every play. Oh, it's on the Rams, it's a face mask. Well, it's a personal foul penalty, which would make it an automatic first down. But, man, they're marking off a lot of yardage on this. How many?
It was a pretty good gain by Barry on the pass, and then it'll be tacked on.
It's tacked on at the end.
Yeah.
So it ends up being a 27-yard gain after the penalty. Wow. So first down and 10 from the 30 for Carbondale. Now at the Mount Vernon 30. They lead by 1. Handoff. Cuts it back inside, down to the 20. Inside the 20, down to the 16. Holding on to the football, Thomas Mims. Big run. He picks up about 15 yards on that for another first down. 3:56 left in the third. Terriers moving the ball, looking to add to their lead. They're up by 1 right now. There's a handoff. It goes again to Mims up the middle and turns it up to 5, down to the 4, still on his feet. Oh, how he squeezed out of that tackle, but enough for the first down. See where they mark it at the 5, so from the 17 to the 5, 12-yard pickup. Mims, Thomas Mims getting some bulk of the carries here in the second half. Down to the 6, so not quite to the 5 yet. Clock ticking down to 3:30 left. First down. Still in the third quarter, though. Woolley with a fake, reversed over to Jackson, who dances into the end zone for the touchdown. Another score for Jackson. Jonathan Jackson, that's his second touchdown of this half. 6-yard run. And that comes with 3:21 left, less than a minute after Mount Vernon cut it to 1 with the field goal. And they're up now 35-28. And they're going to go for 2 here, which is that's strange, but the Rams haven't been able to stop them, so Woolley's going to roll out to his left. He fires, and it is incomplete. Big stop there by the Rams. Incomplete right at the goal line. It was dropped, and it's still a 7-point game. That's how come I was just questioning why they'd go for 2. Whenever an extra point would put you up by 8. Forced the Rams to score and get it to go for 2 to tie it.
It's definitely an odd move.
We'll take it. It's great. And it's still just a touchdown, an extra point away from tying this one up. And again, you got plenty of time in this game. Nobody's been able to stop anybody so far.
But it's been all Carbondale third quarter.
Casaraya has authentic Mexican cuisine like no other. Each dish is made with love and passion. It's easy to find on Broadway, Mount Vernon, right across from AutoZone at Casaraya.
And Mount Vernon leading 25-14 late second quarter. Chance to score, fumble it, and then these kickoffs. We got another one here. They've just been a disaster for Mount Vernon. Last week and again tonight.
Yep, on the kick now, Bournepool is going to see who's back to receive for the Rams back there. Is that Mast?
Yeah, he'll catch it.
Nolan back there. He's got good speed, too. He backs up a little bit here as Bordenpool lets it fly. And he's going to make the catch at the 12. He surveys the field, goes to the 15. Now turns it back up to about the 20. And that's where the Rams will take over. Not that big of a return, but at least
at this point, just securing the football is the goal.
Absolutely. So Rams will take over here, down by 7 with 3:15 left in the third quarter.
Been 21-3 Carbondale this quarter, and we still got a little ways to go.
Tonight's game brought to you by Mount Vernon Wind Supply. The Bath and Kitchen Idea Center is a plumbing showroom specializing in bathrooms, kitchen cabinets, and so much more. Route 37 South in Mount Vernon. They got the new saltwater blue Grizzly cooler there. That's on special. Man, it's nice. Yeah. If you're thinking about getting me a present for Christmas or anything, there, Hank.
I'll write that down.
Yep. Grizzly 156. 1st and 10 from the 20. Here for the Rams. Disrow in the shotgun. He rolls over to the right. Looks down the field. He's going to throw. He fires over the middle, and it's intercepted. Yeah. Picked off at the 27. No, incomplete. They're saying incomplete. That's good news.
Ooh.
So incomplete pass. I thought he picked it off, but it must have hit the turf. The official on the far side saw it. Rams get a break there.
Yeah. I couldn't tell from here, but
roll that back for us, Devin.
Yeah.
Looking for a replay on that. We're not quite as fancy. We don't have the truck.
Yeah.
We need the guys in the truck to roll it back for us. We need a truck. 2nd down and 10 here for the Rams. Their own 20. Shotgun snap to throw. Disrow looking way down the field. Mass being tied up.
And he's looking for holding.
Yeah, he was looking for a hold. He was being held all the way down the field. Incomplete as the ball falls to the turf.
I mean, we're kind of homers, but I saw a lot of jerseys grabbing, didn't you? I mean, we had a good look.
It was one-on-one down the sideline, and Mass was being held all the way down. How can you not throw a flag on that? I mean, you've thrown a flag on everything else tonight. What's one more? 3rd down here for the Rams. From their own 20. Disrow fakes it, rolls to his right, and now throws it off to Mast at the 25. Made a man miss and goes up ahead and runs out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
That's a big play.
34-yard line. Let's give him 14 on that.
3rd down and long conversion. And Mast has had his coming out party on the football field.
I thought he was trying to go to Barnes, who crossed in front of Mast. And I was like, oh, no, he threw it behind Barnes on a slant. But no, it was for Mast. He was standing there on the 30-yard line, made the catch, and then went up for the 1st down. Big pass there from Diz. 1st and 10 from the 34. Keeping this drive alive. Disrow's telling his guys, just go. I don't think this is going to be a fly pattern. Let's see. He fakes it, now rolls out to his left, looks down the field, dumps it off, and it's incomplete. Just out of the reach of Reimer. Adrian Reimer, the intended receiver, the 5'11" junior tight end. Senior tight end.
And this Mount Vernon offense missing Rudolph to start with, and now Staples really puts them in a bind. They're having to go to a style of play that they're not really accustomed to.
Right, you're not running the ball. You know, when you
they're not a pocket passing team.
Sure.
Never have been.
You got Evans back there with Hughes Disrow Jr. and 2 wideouts on each side. 2nd and 10 for the Rams from their own 34. Diz to throw. Nope, a quarterback sneak up the middle. And they had him read. And pulled down and thrown back behind the line. J.J. Oliver on the tackle of the linebacker making a hit.
It's probably a loss of about 4.
They're going to say 3 here. 3rd and 13. That's generous. And now the Rams are going to have to throw on 3rd and 13. Got masked here near side. Now he takes off far side, and a timeout being called by Carbondale.
I think Carbondale will probably roll an extra safety over on mast. Make somebody else beat them.
It's timeout brought to you by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, advanced care close to home, personalized care to the local communities close to home at Good Sam. And today's game also brought to you by Michael Croshan of Edward Jones. Big financial decisions can be difficult. Invest your trust in someone that's been investing in Jefferson County for almost 20 years. Michael Croshan, Edward Jones can help you navigate your investments for the future. Have our post-game show coming up at the conclusion of the game and select our Culver's player of the game a little bit later, but we're still in the third quarter with 2:14 left. And the Rams trailing here 35-28 and facing a big 3rd down and 14.
And the game really flipped at the end of the first half when Mount Vernon was driving down the field to take a commanding lead to the break and fumbled the ball, and Carbondale's really came out, took it to Mount Vernon in the third quarter, and then losing Jay-Sean Staples is just a crushing blow, and we're speculating that's an injury.
See, I had some scoring updates for you. Johnson City leading Christopher Ziegler-Royalton 45-6 on the Tony Wilt scoreboard. Rolling to his right, looking down the field, Disrow fires it off, and it's incomplete. Intended there for Adrian Reimer. 4th and 13 coming up, and the Rams are going to have to kick it away. For the first time tonight, we're seeing our first Rams punt of the night. We saw Carbondale having to punt one earlier.
Centralia widens their leads, 22-8 over Collinsville. And the last installment of the Milk Bowl, Central 40-0 over Mater Dei. That'll play well down at the Gridiron Grill and not so well at the Turf Lounge in Breeze.
Carterville and Nashville tied up at 14. That's going into the fourth quarter. That's last I had on our Tony Wilt scoreboard. What you had in that Centralia game?
22-8.
Wow. High snap and the kick away. Nice punt. It's going to fall at the 37, then take a nice roll back to the 24. And it's going to be returnable, but a penalty flag comes in down to the 40. This is coming back. 50, 45, 40. Down the sideline, all the way in for the score is Mac Fenton. But there's a flag way back at the 33, or at the 28, rather. So this looks like it's coming back.
And then there's a Mount Vernon Ram down on the field. It'll be one of their starting offensive linemen.
Big boy there.
Yeah. That's Kirby.
Yeah. Ethan Kirby, he's hopping up now, 6'3", senior. He's going to go limping off onto the sideline. There's a flag down on the far side of the field, too, in front of the Rams bench. So the first flag was way down at about the 33. And both coaches are coming out toward midfield to find out, okay, we need to know what's going on.
Come on, official's been doing a majority of the flag throwing. And the people watching will know exactly what I'm talking about. Benton off to a good start. They win 69-0. They've outscored opponents 132-0.
Are they the real deal this year?
I believe so.
Look at the Tony Wilt scoreboard. That game on our sister station, Q106.3 tonight. It's over.
And while we got a little time here, they're trying to sort this out. Staples, he's a key cog on defense as well. And so that's losing, basically you're losing two guys He made that big play on the sack at the end of the half.
2 penalties on Carbondale in this: a hold and then a big 15-yarder. It's but they're going to take the hold apparently.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that he signaled personal foul. You would think they would take that. Well, there would have been a spot foul and a personal foul. So they took, which would have been way up the field. So they're taking a hold and then backing them up 10 yards back inside the 20.
You don't have curfew tonight, do you? We may be here.
We're going to be here a while.
We're going to be the last show going.
Uh-huh. The 19-yard line. We're still in the third quarter here. Carbondale at their own 19. Jackson in motion. Woolley takes the snap, hands it off to Mills. He dances around right side. Now another penalty flag comes flying in. That may be in the vicinity of a hold with 1:41 left in the third. It was about a 7-yard pickup, 6-yard pickup, but it's going to come back again. If you face mask against the Rams, man. So I'm wrong on that. I thought it was going to be a hold, but somebody reached in there and got a face mask. It's one of those 5-yard varieties. Is that what it was? They do that in high school? I thought that's an automatic first down. It's up to the 29. Big pickup there for Carbondale. Instead of 5 yards, they got 15 out of it. There's a handoff to Mims. Or no, this came around the near side. That's Oliver. And he's up to the 33. Pick up about 5 for Oliver on that. That's Javion Oliver. Down to 1:15 and ticking here in the third quarter. Mount Vernon trailing 35-28. It's cooling off a little bit here, too. It is about 63 degrees here in Carbondale. Woolley rolling to his left, going to keep it, going for that first down marker. He's going to be shy by about a yard. But he did pick up about 6 on that and bring it up 3rd down and 1, 5 or 6. 3rd down and 1 coming up from the 38. Say there's some light rain in the vicinity, but I don't see anybody like any umbrellas or hoodies or anything. I don't see any. No. Yeah, it does look like it's raining, isn't it? Looking up at the lights.
I haven't seen rain in 2 months.
Forgot what it looked like. Yeah. Quarterback keeper. He bounces off one guy, falls backwards. Let's see if they give him his forward progress or not. Nope, they're going to mark him back. He didn't get the first down, and a big decision here for Carbondale. It's going to bring up 4th down and short coming up.
Lazarian Robinson on the tackle. Roberson, number 55.
So a loss of 2 on that for Woolley, and it's 4th down and about 3.
I think if I'm Carbondale, I'm with Mount Vernon, down Staples, down Rudolph. I'm punting, playing defense.
I thought that maybe they would try to draw Mount Vernon off sides here, but they're going over to talk to their coach. I don't know if they call a timeout. They must have.
Oh, end of
the quarter. Okay, so they just let the quarter. Now, coming back out of that, they could try to draw Mount Vernon offside. So that's the end of the third. Big quarter for Carbondale as they found themselves down by 11 going into the third quarter, and coming out of the third quarter, they find themselves up by 7. 35-28, Carbondale over Mount Vernon. We'll be back for quarter number 4. You're listening to Rams football, presented by People's National Bank on WMIX and the Section 618 app.
Looking for convenient banking with a local touch? Welcome to People's National Bank. With their easy-to-use services and friendly bankers, they're here to make your banking entire experience smooth and personalized. From checking accounts to mortgages and agriculture loans and more, they're always here for you. Experience the difference with People's National Bank, where convenience meets community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you are injured or in pain, the last thing you want to do is wait in the ER. For those times, you don't necessarily need the emergency room. Come to Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Ortho Express, open Monday through Friday from 8 until 4 at 4121 Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon. Get highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners providing the care you need quickly and with savings of up to 80% compared to the ER. Call the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois at 618-242-3778 or visit them online at orthocenter-si.com.
Streaming worldwide on the Section 618 app. This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports, presented by People's National Bank.
Make the switch to People's National Bank for reliable, customer-focused banking. Explore their options at peoplesnationalbank.com. Carbondale to kick. They'll punt it away, and it's a line drive kick. They'll let roll all the way down inside the 20. It's still rolling down to about the 17. Wow. Good kick there by the Terriers.
And a 46-yard punt.
But the Rams do take over, down by one score. With some light rain, drizzle falling here at Carbondale.
Looks like Centralia will move to 2-0 as they lead 29-8. Fourth quarter. And Marion beat Granite City by about 70. It was 63-6 last I saw.
Chester over Pinckneyville 53-7.
I got Carterville 21, Nashville 14, fourth quarter.
Checking that Tony Wilt scoreboard for you tonight.
And look who's back, Roger.
Is he? Staples back?
Yeah.
Good, good, good. Hopefully he's okay and ready to go. Don't know what the injury was, if it was in fact an injury, which is what we were told. There's a handoff. It goes to Staples. Far side. Now cuts it back up inside. Spins around, and he's down toward the first down marker. He just kind of like rolled his way all the way down for about an 11-yard pickup.
Looks all right to me.
And now another Ram is down on the field at about the 25. Looks like one of the linemen. And stop a play here. 11:41 left in the ball game, and now he gets up. He's fine. He may have to come out if they stop play for him. Yep, here he comes. He's going to dance off. Kind of hop off on that one leg, getting over there to the sideline. I think that was Carter Burns. He's being replaced out there by Van Allen. 1st and 10 for the Rams after that 11-yard run by Staples. Good to see him out there. Got Mast here near side. Split out. Nesbitt over here too. He moves his back to his left and now takes it himself. Disrow up the middle. Gets a nice run about 7 yards up close to the 35. His own 35 with 11:03 left in this ball game. Rams trail by 7. Second down and 5 coming up here for Mount Vernon. Keep the ball moving and hold on to it, guys. Nesbitt, a little shaky. He's coming off.
It's several guys banged up tonight a little bit.
2 wideouts here. As there's a snap. Quarterback keeper up the middle, up to the 40. He's got the first down to the 43-yard line. Big run there, 7 yards for Diz. 10:27 left in the ball game. 35-28.
Was that Disrow?
Yeah, that was Disrow, I believe, right? Yeah. Hughes Disrow Jr. doing a fine job at quarterback here tonight. Trailing by 7 early in the fourth quarter. 2 wideouts far side. And there's a handoff to Staples. He bounces back outside. Stiff arms his man. Got flipped in the air. Only picked up about half a yard. Defense just followed him down the line. snuffed it out.
Number 8, Max Ketton on the tackle.
It'll be 2nd and 10. Didn't give him anything on that. So
Number 7, Sables with the run for the Rams.
Carbondale's going to have to run some guy off, too, who may be a little winded. That's Christian Caffey.
That Carterville games went final as they win at 21-14. Score late, 38 seconds left.
Beat Nashville.
It's a big win for them. Beat Marion last week. So
And they come down to Carterville and DuQuoin. Man, that would be a good game. Wonder if they're playing. There's a pass over the middle to Mast, who makes a catch right at midfield. He's going to be short by about 3 yards. Yeah, you're right. Benton, I forgot about them. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. 7-yard pickup over the middle. Nolan Mast with another reception. 3rd down and 3. 8:50 left in the game.
Mast, five receptions, 58 yards, and a touchdown.
Didn't expect us to throw it that much tonight, but they've had to, with some guys getting banged up, Staples especially. 3rd down and 3. Big play here coming up for the Rams. Quarterback keeper up the middle. He sneaks it across the first down marker, and a penalty flag comes in here from that far official.
And that would have been a first down.
That's a face mask is what she was signaling. So
she's going to have a sore shoulder from throwing all those flags tonight.
I think that's what she signaled. Yep. It's going to be a face mask. So not only was it a first down run, you tack on 15 more yards on it. And the Rams are marching into deep in the Terriers field now, down to the 31. All right. There have been a lot of face masks tonight. Jeff pointed out there has been quite a few. 1st and 10 for the Rams at the Carbondale 31-yard line. 2 wideouts near side. Disrow takes the snap, hands it off to Staples up the middle. He does a little stutter step, breaks across the line, picks up about 4 before being brought down. Maybe 5 on this, 4 or 5. See where they mark it. It's going to be at the 27. So 4 on that. 2nd and 6, 7:45 left. Rams trailing by a touchdown and extra point. Carbondale went for 2 earlier. Instead of an extra point, that would have put them up by 8. Disrow with the snap. Now he reverses his field to the right. Down the sidelines. 20, 10, 5, and down at about the 2 or 3 yard line. The ball came loose, but the official's saying he was down. He was clearly down at about the 2. 25-yard carry for Disrow.
To add to that, what will Mount Vernon do when they score here?
There you go. I think. Oh man, that's a good one there. 7:15 left. Rams trail by 7. Disrow fakes it, rolls to his right, trying to get to that corner, and he fumbled it into the end zone, but I think he fumbled it out of bounds. Whew. He was short. They're going to mark him down at the 1. I think at some point, maybe keep that quarterback keeper or just give it to Staples up the middle. But that quarterback sneak has worked very well for the Rams. And maybe this is that situation where they scored that touchdown earlier where you fake that sneak.
Might look at number 13 here.
They mark it at the
bottom
2.
of the screen.
Mass now comes over toward the line. Now he's calling over his teammate to come over and join him on this side. And it's 2nd down and goal from the 2 for the Rams. Disrow takes the snap. He hands it off. And it's Staples who hops it to the end zone for the touchdown. And that cuts it to 1 with 6:54 remaining. And a big decision coming up here for the Rams. Two-yard run there by Staples. His third touchdown of the game.
It's like Mount Vernon will kick the extra point.
Carnine to tie it up here.
There's a long way to go still.
Yeah, absolutely. Just take the point to tie it up, and a penalty flag comes in. Of course.
There's a flag on the play.
It's from that far linesman over there, too.
He almost kicked that ball out of the stadium.
And it's on the defense. Encroachment on the defense.
Hmm.
Going to kick it again? Rams are going to think about it.
Hmm.
They're going to talk this over. I mean, you move it up a yard, right?
You want coach?
I already
I already
put the extra point down on my scorecard.
This is where you make your money right here.
Oh, my
I got
goodness.
a feeling they're going to go for two.
Southern Illinois tile and carpet supply touchdown from Staples, his third of the game. We'll see what they'll do after this timeout. Why else would you call the timeout? I mean,
I think
unless you're going to, nothing to think about. If you're going to kick the extra point, there's nothing to think about. You don't have to call timeout.
I agree.
Just go.
You're going to see the offense out here.
This is huge. And Carbondale will more than likely stack that line. Man, they go for two here and make it. Carbondale will find themselves down to the Rams by one.
And it was an odd decision by the Terriers that we thought the last touchdown they scored, they passed up the extra point.
Now they're going to go for it. That looks like a towel down there on the field. It's been down there for the last couple plays. All right, so here it is. Big two-point conversion try coming up here for the Rams. There's a snap and a handoff to Staples, and he goes in untouched. And the Rams have the lead. There you go. 36-35. Rams on top with 6:54 remaining.
It's a big penalty on the extra point. It moved the Rams 1 yard closer, and they brought the offense on the field, and they take the lead.
Wow. And this has been a crazy game here tonight at Carbondale. It has a little bit of everything.
And we still got 7 minutes left. Who knows where we're going to end up. Maybe midnight.
Don't say that. I got things to do.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. Tomorrow. Well, man, this has been a fun game, though. Bank with confidence at People's National Bank with a range of services and dedicated support. They're here to help you at every step of the way. Learn more at peoplesnationalbank.com, member FDIC. You see that guy in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen? Is he down there? Is that Paul Shields down there in the bottom left-hand corner? He brings you that video stream on the WMIX Sports YouTube channel. He's a good buddy of mine. Texted me right before the game. He's a big Cardinal fan. He has like a Cardinal museum in his office. Rams to kick here. Nobody. Okay, one guy back deep. I didn't see him there for a minute. Rams from right to left here. Got their all-white uniforms on with the orange numbers, trimmed in black. Carbondale with their dark gray jerseys, white pants, white helmets, white numbers. And the kick. And it's going to be short of the end zone, taking it about the 2-yard line. Returnable up to the 10, the 15, the 20. Look out, 25. Penalty flag coming in, 30-yard line. 35, up to the 40, still on his feet, and brought down at the 45. But there's a flag way back at the 15, right in the middle of the field. Is this coming back? Yep. Again, another Ram coming up gimpy there, Jackson Simmons.
He's a key guy on the defensive side. Starting linebacker.
Blocking it back. Coming back. Man, I lost count of penalty. I don't know if you're keeping penalties. You gave up, didn't you?
I have enough trouble. Maybe later on the season I'll do better.
That's okay.
There's been a lot of them.
It's been tough. It's been almost every play.
It's been thrown by the same 2 officials.
And let's see where the marker was at the 15. If you do half the distance, okay, they're going to put it at the 10. So 1st and 10 from the 10 for Carbondale here. 6:42 left, and the Rams have a 1-point lead. Now everybody moving on the line there and switching, swapping before they got set. Now they're set. There's a swing out pass near side. It's caught by Oliver at the 20, 25, and pushed down of bounds at the 30. Javion Oliver, good pickup there, 21 yards for the first down. So that gets Carbondale deep out of their own end. Give them some room to breathe at the 31. Rams defense, they're worn out. There's Woolley looking left. Now he's going to scramble up the field to the 35 and push down of bounds at the 40 or just shy of it. Shy of the first down. He picked up 9. It's Reimer on the tackle or the push out. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1. We need a fumble. 6:31 remaining and ticking. Well, not yet, as he ran out of bounds on that. Rams up by 1. Woolley sends a man in motion. Oliver fakes it to him, keeps it himself up the middle, got the first down. 45, and drug down at the 46. 6-yard gain on that. Clock stops with the first down, 6:25 remaining.
That's Nolan Mast on the tackle as he's going both ways.
Get your athletes out there. First down here for the Terriers, and there's a low snap and penalty flag. Some movement, perhaps. Who moved? And maybe on McCaden Green, 6'3", 205-pound. Nope, they're saying it's on the Rams. Man.
That's probably the 5th encroachment penalty against Mount Vernon.
1st and 5 across midfield now to the Rams' 48-yard line. Woolley sends a man in motion, and it's a snap right to Woolley. Kind of surprised by it. He breaks free through the line. He may go all the way to the 10, the 5, and he's in for the touchdown. No penalty flags. 48-yard run for Woolley. He threw the Rams off a little bit there. He sent a man in motion and was acting like he wasn't ready for the snap. And he took it, looked up, and took off running right through the line.
And he broke about 4 tackles.
And we told you he's dangerous with his legs, and he really went through right there and got the score. And it's now 41-36 with the extra point try. Looked like they're going to go for 2 here.
And as we said, a lot of game left as that drive took all of about 44 seconds.
See if the Rams can stop him here on the 2-point try. Hand off to Jackson. They can't stop him. He's in for the 2-point conversion. 43-36. Woo, what a game. Tonight's game made possible by People's National Bank. They present this game here tonight to you on WMIX and the WMIX Sports YouTube channel. Feels like we've been talking about the Biltmore Buildings postgame show all night, but it's for about 2 hours.
I was going to make a couple pit stops on the way home, but I don't think anything's going to be open. It's college town. I think it's going to be closed. Just got to go on home.
Man, what a game, though.
And we'll see if Mount Vernon can just receive the kickoff.
It only
possess the football.
Yeah, it only took Carbondale 47 seconds to score. And they have regained the lead at 43-36. I'm glad Chris Hugo didn't come tonight. I don't think he would have survived. He would have probably been passed out in the corner by now.
Yeah.
Hyperventilating.
But being a professional he is, he's on assignment tonight.
on assignment elsewhere.
I remember Mike Shannon, he was on assignment. Usually on Kentucky Derby Day, the Preakness.
Opening of the NFL season.
Yeah.
Rain's really coming down now. There's the kick. And it is going to be a short kick, fair caught at the 25. He raised his hand for a fair catch, and the officials never blew the whistle. Reimer was like, hey, I called for a fair catch. They didn't see it. They didn't stop play. He was like, wait a second. He said the Rams will take over at the 26. They need a touchdown. Field goal won't help you here. 6:02 left.
Centralia game went final. They went at 29-8. And a mild upset, in my opinion. Columbia 27, Waterloo 18 final.
Ooh, wow. Columbia's pretty good.
Yeah.
We saw Waterloo last week, and man, they got an offense. Just grinds it out. 1st and 10 here for the Rams. Got to move the ball down the field in this rain here on this field turf surface. Hold on to the ball. Low snap, and he bobbled it. That is picked up by Diz, and he runs off to the right side and then dives ahead for the first down. Disrow gets about 12 on that. First down up to the 38.
That'll put Disrow over 100 yards on the ground.
2 running backs with over 100 yards tonight. Probably catching up with Staples on the yardage, isn't he?
Getting there. Got Staples at about 129.
Well, Staples set out the entire third quarter, and he's only had a couple touches here in the fourth. And Disrow's keeping it again up the middle, and he dives forward for a few more, and he gets up to about the 45. He's going to be about 2 yards shy. So pickup of 8.
That's Disrow, 19 carries, 110 yards.
2nd down and 3. Rams with a big possession here. Could be their last. 5:05 left. Down by 7. There's a handoff to Staples, and Staples trying to get free. Oh, he broke some tackles and trying to get that first down. He's going to be a little short, but he just kept on churning and almost got there, and it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Now do you call for that quarterback sneak again? 4 down territory here.
Yep.
Right? Shy of midfield. 3rd down and 1 from the 47. Their own 47 here for the Rams. 2 wideouts near side. But the big guys lined up on the right. And there's a snap. He swings it out, and it's incomplete. Intended for Nesbitt here, and he threw it behind him. And incomplete is 4th down and 1 now. This is it for the Rams with 4:05 left. They got to keep the chains moving.
Don't know about that one.
He was open, but it was behind him. Did have a defender come sneaking up on him, too.
I don't.
Try to draw him off sides here, maybe. 4th and 1.
You got to go.
You got 17 on the play clock here. Rams are set. There's a snap. Handoff. Goes up the middle. Staples. He's got the first down and then some. There goes Staples. He's heading for the end zone, and he's in. And the Rams have cut it to 1.
Number 7, Deshaun Staples with the touchdown run.
With 3:56 left.
That's 53-yard run, Staples.
His 4th touchdown of the night.
There's a flag on the play.
Oh, there's a penalty on the play?
It'd be after the touchdown.
But it may be would it be enforced on the 2-point conversion or the kickoff? Or on a conversion, not necessarily 2-point. Wouldn't it be on the kickoff if it's on the Rams? Unsportsmanlike conduct on Carbondale. So Rams here have a decision to make. Do they go for 2 and the lead or kick the extra point and tie it? Jeff's telling me 2. And I think that's what the Rams are going to do.
That's the offense on the field.
Whew. All right. This is huge. Rams gotta make it or they'll find themselves stuck down by 1 with 3:56 remaining. Disrow takes the snap, hands it off to Staples, and he cuts it back up in, and the 2-point conversion is good, and the Rams have regained the lead. Wow. 44-43. Another Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply touchdown for the Rams. The 2-point conversion is good, and this game never ends.
Still a lot of time left. 3:56.
Absolutely. We saw Carbondale score on their last drive in just 47 seconds. So, Rams with the lead now, 44-43. You are seeing one of the most remarkable games I've ever witnessed.
Crazy. It's had everything.
Nobody can stop the other. It's just been back and forth all night long.
And I think we got enough time. We can get a few more penalties involved.
The largest lead of the night was the Rams' 11-point halftime lead, and that quickly vanished in a span of 4 seconds.
It should have been more.
Streaming of the video on the WMIX Sports YouTube channel made possible by Paul Shields, your Allstate insurance agent. If you haven't shopped for insurance in a while, give Paul a call. Everyone's raising their rates. He could be lowering his. So call Paul at 618-241-0551. All right. Carnine to kick off here. And he hammers that one right down the middle, but it's returnable at the 1. Look out. 10, 15, the 20, 25 up the middle, 30, 35, 40. He could go all the way. The 50, the 40, the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Carbondale. Just like that, they answer back with Jantavius Oliver on a 99-yard kickoff return. With 3:41 left, Carbondale, man, that is unbelievable. We told you this game's had a little bit of everything. That's the second kickoff return for a touchdown tonight. Poor tackling by the Rams all the way down the field.
They're a disaster on special teams. It's just mistake after mistake, and it's costing them dearly.
Jantavius Oliver with their 99-yard return. It is 49-44. And unsportsmanlike conduct.
I knew he'd get one.
On the Rams this time, right?
Yeah.
And just like the last touchdown. by the Rams. Carbondale got called for one.
I would say 3:41 left. Over under on flags 4.5 has been set the rest of the game. Overtime. If there's overtime, it'll be adjusted.
Okay, 4.5 for rest of regulation.
That might be low.
All right. And
I'd go over.
No, it's on the. They're saying it's on Carbondale. Official waved it's on Carbondale, but it was after the touchdown. But will be assessed on the kickoff because the 2-point conversion try coming up. And Woolley is coming back in to go for 2 here. This is the right move. You got to go for 2, up by 5, 3:41 left. Rams need a stop here. There's a low snap. Woolley has it up the middle. He falls forward, and he's in. 2-point conversion is good. And Carbondale now leads 51-44. Shauna Pugh back at the studio is like, what in the world is going on over there in Carbondale? This is crazy. It is indeed, Shauna, and it's just, man, it's just one score after another. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 scores in this ballgame tonight.
I don't think that's the last one.
May not be. Hopefully the Rams got another one in them. And it only took, the 99-yard touchdown on the kickoff. Took 15 seconds and insane. And you said it, hey, the game's not over with yet. Nope, they had plenty of time, and they didn't need much time. They didn't need any time. Just return the kickoff for a touchdown.
You were correct. The unsportsmanlike conduct penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
So this backs Carbondale up to the 25, which will give the Rams good field position if they can hold this kickoff. Mast is back to return. No Staples out there. He's got to be he's not quite 100%, or he'd be out there.
I think they like Mast out there. They know he'll
catch it and
hold
on to it.
Yeah.
But still, you're just one missed tackle away from tying this game back up. But Mast does have good speed, just not the Staples speed. And that kick is taken by Mast at the 26. Steps up to the 30, comes this side. Dodges one guy, can't dodge the second. He's down at the 30. So about a 5-yard return there for Mast to the 30-yard line. And it seems like Mast on his kickoff returns have been treating them like punts and not kickoffs where you just got to go straight up the field.
He's like playing center field. Just catch it.
Take off, right? And Rams have 70 yards to go here in 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Keep an eye on that clock, too.
I feel like Mount Vernon lost an opportunity there to have really good field position. About to drive 70 yards. Plenty of time.
All right, let's see. We got Staples back out there with Disrow Jr. back there behind center. He's back in the shotgun formation where he's been all night. Takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself up the middle, up to the 35, and he dives forward. Once he gets about 5 yards, he dives. Yeah. And he picks up a few more, and he picks up 8 on that one. He'll be 2nd down and 2 from the 38. Clock ticking down to 3:13 left. If you score, you don't want to leave Carbondale with any time.
Like none, 0.
Yeah, none. Don't even want to kick off to him. There's a handoff. goes to Staples near side. He's got the first down across midfield and down to the 48. And that's 12, 13, 14 yards. 14 on that one to the 48. You're listening to Rams football on AM 940, 96.5 FM, WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois. Free service of Withers Broadcasting, along with the Section 618 app and the WMIX Sports YouTube channel.
Staples closing in on 200 yards rushing.
Mark him at the 46. They gave him a couple extra yards on that. We'll take it. Thought he was down at the 48. 1st and 10 for the Rams. From the Carbondale 46. Down to 2:58. Disrow to throw. Over the middle. Oh, risky pass. Hit as he got a hand on it. Was Nesbitt incomplete. Ooh, that was risky. Stops the clock with 2:55 remaining.
That was an interesting play call. Carbondale, it's almost like they knew what was coming. They linebacker blitzed.
And almost picked it off. 2nd and 10. 2:55 remaining. Rams trailing 51-44 to Carbondale. There's a handoff. It goes to Staples. Spins. Keeping those feet churning. Up to the 41, inside the 41.
Yeah, close to 6 yards.
Yeah.
And he was carrying tacklers for about 4 of them.
They gave him 5 there, and it brings up 3rd and 5.
Unofficially, it puts Staples over 200 yards.
You called it. You said he was going to get over 200 tonight.
Well, if he played the 3rd quarter, he'd probably be hitting 300.
Oh, man. 3rd and 5 here. 2:21 left. Big play coming up for the Rams. Got to get some yardage here. Disrow to throw. Looks to his left, and he skipped it. Incomplete. Intended for Mast. It's hard to throw, with a wet football like that. And, it's your accuracy isn't great to start with, but, man, with a wet football. Now it's 4th and 5. And if the Rams want any chance of winning this ball game, they got to get a first down here. On this play, 2:13 left. Mast and Nesbitt here near side. There's a snap. Handoff. Goes to Staples. Up the middle. He's got the first down. Still on his feet. And he's up close to the 30 to the 31. That's a 10-yard gain there on 4th and 5.
Number 7, Staples with the run results in the first down for the Rams.
2:07 left. Now they spot the ball, start the clock. Rams in the shotgun here. Got to get a score. Handoff to Staples, right side. Cuts it back down the numbers. Inside the 25, down close to the 22. Close to the first down marker. He's going to be short.
He's unreal.
He is. I mean,
he carried 3 guys for about 4 yards.
And he's not 100%. 9-yard pickup.
I've got him at 28 carries for about 220.
Yeah, he's limping as he comes back up and stands next to Disrow. 2nd and 1. And a whistle. Timeout called by Carbondale with 1:23 left. Rams are going to make sure Carbondale has no time left. If they get close down there to the end zone, they're going to make sure that they waste as much as they can.
I'd say Carbondale will be forced to use all their timeouts, but first task at hand for Mount Vernon, they got to still have 22 yards to cover.
That's right. If you're looking for a new doctor, go to ssmhealth.com/doctors. SSM Health, the healing power of presence. And Rams football powered by People's National Bank. You got any? I guess all the games are done. I think we've reported every final there is, isn't there?
We're the last.
We're the last ones. Cesar beat Hamco 34-14. First win of Coach Nick Wingo's career, head coach now at Cesar. Johnson City who they got this week?
They beat Christopher Ziegler Royalton.
That's right.
Handily.
West Frankfort with a win over Heron tonight. Looking at that Tony Wilt scoreboard. Like a good neighbor, State Farm, and Tony Wilt is there. 2nd and 1 here for the Rams. 1:23 left. Trailing 51-44 to the Terriers. Disrow takes a snap. Quarterback sneak up the middle. He's got the first down, pushing the pile. Inside the 20, down to the 17. He got 5 on that. First down. Stops the clock for a moment with 1:18 left. Rams are like, go ahead, wind it. They got to get down to the goal line. There's a quarterback keeper around the right side. Now cuts it back up, and he's close to the first down marker. In a blink of an eye, this row close to the first down. They haven't stopped the clock as it's not quite there. He's shy of the first down to the 9.
Give him 8 on the carry.
2nd and 2, down under a minute left, 51 seconds left. And a penalty flag. I think there's movement on the Rams line. Oh, man. And the Rams are saying it's on Carbondale. This would be an automatic first down if it's encroachment, and it is. So give them the first down with 48 seconds left. And Carbondale's doing that to stop the clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carbondale may be doing that to stop the clock so that they can get the ball back with time left on the clock. 48 seconds left. The Rams down to the 4. First down and goal. There's a handoff to Staples. Staples trying to get in. He's going to be short of the goal line. He's down to the 2, maybe the 1.5. Clock still ticking. 37 seconds left. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. I'm surprised Carbondale doesn't call one here. Give themselves some time on the clock.
He's trying.
They are now. With 26 seconds left, they call timeout. Because that's all they need, really. Yeah. All they need is a kickoff. Yeah. But, man.
I think they waited too long.
The Rams were letting that clock tick on down as long as they can. And now, with the stop clock and just about 1.5 yards to go for a score, they can get in the end zone with about, if they score on this play, you'd say it's close to 20 seconds. That seems like a world of time for
going for
Carbondale.
2.
Yeah, you got to go for 2.
I mean, you don't have
take
to,
the lead,
but
you know,
I don't.
You go for the win at that point.
I think you go for 2 all day.
So, a timeout brought to you by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, advanced care close to home. Rams are ready. They're up on the line. Some guys over there with their hands on their knees. It's been a long night of football. Carbondale coming back out on the field after the timeout. 2nd down and goal from the 2, just inside the 2. Disrow Jr. waits for the whistle. Now is set. There's a handoff. Staples inside. Touchdown, Rams. Rams with the score with 22 seconds left. And a penalty flag comes in late. This is probably on the Terriers again for unsportsmanlike conduct, right? Maybe. Flag comes flying from the back judge after that score. The Rams have cut it to 1 with 22 seconds left. Staples with his 5th touchdown of the game. So what it was? Offsetting penalties. But it was after the touchdown, right?
Yes. Score counts.
Carbondale is celebrating like the touchdown didn't count, but it did count. Timeout here by the Rams as they're going to talk over here what they want to do. With 22.5 seconds left, You kick the extra point, tie it up, go for 2, take the lead.
They're going for 2.
You got to.
Going for 2.
And I just kick it out of bounds. I would just, if the Rams take the lead.
Well, they can
make them kick it again.
Make them kick it again, but
man, squib it. Just kick it out of the back of the end zone as hard as you can. Keep it away from them. Don't let them return it. But still, you got this task in hand first. You got to get the extra point, whether it's 1 or 2, which we speculate it's 2.
I would be shocked if Carnine trots out here.
All right. Got to get this 2. Got 3 yards away from taking the lead. 51-50. Rams trailing by 1 with 22 seconds left after that touchdown. Going for 2 and the lead. Disrow. And his line is set. Takes a snap, bobbles it, picks it up, going to take it in for the touchdown or the 2-point conversion. The Rams for 2 have taken the lead 52-51. You see that, how Disrow bobbled it on the snap and just had the wherewithal to keep going.
And we've talked about Staples all night long, but Disrow's had a heck of a game also. He's well over 100 yards rushing.
With 22 seconds remaining, the Rams have a 52-51 lead over Carbondale. Whew. I'm glad I got that little nap in this afternoon, just about a 45-minute one that helped me.
We're not done
recharge
yet.
a little bit. No, still not done. Now here's my question. I mean, you try to boom it and get it into the end zone, right?
Carnine's got a huge leg. Kick that thing.
Don't mess with it. Make it returnable, right? Just let it fly. I mean, I know some guys will squib it and try to get them to return it and run some time off or whatever.
Show off the leg
I think
now.
You just
kick it to that soccer net behind the goalpost.
You keep him from returning this at all. It's back deep is Jontavius Oliver, who returned 199 yards just a few minutes ago. Carnine with the kick. The Rams up 52-51. Thank you to those folks who have stuck with us all night long. The kick, it's a line drive kick. It's going to roll all the way down and go out of bounds at the 5.
I think Carbondale will make Mount Vernon kick it again.
You don't think they'll take the penalty? I think they're going to take the penalty. They're going to take it at the, what would that be, at the 40?
Yep.
Well, let's see. Carbondale has no timeouts. Rams have 1. Rams with a lead, 52-51. After that, Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply touchdown that gave them the lead. Penalties decline.
Got a double team, Barry.
Well, they're going to take it at the 35.
Roll an extra safety to Barry. Keep Woolley in the pocket.
4 wideouts near side, 1 far side. Woolley with 22 and a half seconds remaining, and there's a whistle. Official, I don't know why he had to stop so he can count how many players were on the field. You do that well before that. Come on. Giving Carbondale time to set up. Woolley to throw. Has plenty of time. Over the middle. It is caught at the 43, down to the 40, 39-yard line. They have no timeouts left. They got to get up and spike this one, or with 14 seconds left, the clock is stopped for the first down. Woolley keeping his guys out there, and he's going to spike it with 10.2 seconds left. A lot of time went off there from that point of starting the clock to when Woolley got the snap and spiked it. Have time for
2 plays.
One more play, maybe 2. Depends on, if you go down the middle of the field, you only have one more.
You got to go sideline, probably to about the 25.
10 seconds left.
And they got a pretty decent kicker themselves.
They got 40 yards to go for the end zone. Big pickup there. Rolling to his right is Woolley. Looking down the field. He fires out of bounds. Incomplete. 5.3 seconds left. Mast was back on the coverage along with Staples. Barnes back there too.
They're going to go 4 or 5 wide. Everybody's going to head to the end zone, knock it down.
This is 3rd down and 10 from the 40 because he spiked it on 1st down. Then that incomplete pass. Now it's 3rd down and 10. 4 wideouts near side, 1 lone guy up at the top. Woolley. No timeouts for Carbondale. This is the last play. Looks down the field. He heaves it up, and it is caught by incomplete by Barry at the 5. He was well short of the end zone, and that's it. Game over. The Rams can take a breath, and so can we, as they hold on to beat Carbondale 52-51. What a game. Man, I got to catch my breath. We'll have our post-game show coming up, brought to you by Biltmore Buildings. Rams football, presented by People's National Bank on WMIX and the Section 618 app.
Looking for a bank that fits your lifestyle? Discover People's National Bank, where convenience meets value. With mobile banking services, you can manage your finances anytime, anywhere. Enjoy free checking with no hidden fees, competitive mortgage loans to help you find your dream home, and specialized ag and commercial products to give you an advantage in managing your business. Experience banking made easy and affordable. Visit People's National Bank today and see the difference. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stop searching for your own insurance. You have too much on your plate. Just one call to Hall Insurance, and they'll find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it's home, auto, renters, boat, motorcycle, your business, whatever you need coverage on, they'll do the work for you. Then call you back with a quote, most times in the same day. Call 618-244-7500 or visit hallinsgroup.com. Hall Insurance Group, your independent insurance agency in Mount Vernon. hallinsgroup.com.
Your table's waiting at Bonnie Cafe in Mount Vernon. Delight in the daily lunch and dinner buffet filled with favorites at a price that won't break the bank. Enjoy Fish Fridays, Saturday crawfish and ribeye steaks, and Sundays feel just like home with turkey and ham dinners. Breakfast all day and crispy fried chicken served every day. The historic Bonnie Cafe inside the Mount Vernon Airport or the OG in Bonnie. Open 7 days a week from 6 to 8. Family owned, locally loved, and always worth the trip.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The Biltmore Buildings post-game show starts now.
Well, we may be here for about a half an hour as Hank tries to figure up all the final stats because there's a lot of them. Oh, man, there's a lot of stats to go through tonight. And we're in the Biltmore Buildings post-game show, your local MVP for shops, homes, and ag builds. Call 618-732-8704. Let's build something amazing together. We just saw an amazing football game. I don't think I've ever been a part of anything like this. The Rams winning here tonight over Carbondale, 52-51. And it just was a game of back and forth, 15 scores, 2 field goals, 13 touchdowns. Think back about the, it seemed like forever ago, that 48-yard field goal by Carnine. That came up huge for the Rams, who win it by 1, and that we'll go back and look at a lot of things that happened for the Rams in this one, Hank, that just that we were saying, man, if it wasn't for that, we would have lost so many.
I'm out of words.
Yeah.
Staples, 5 touchdowns. There was 28 penalties probably.
At least.
I lost track. Special teams shenanigans. I mean, Mount Vernon's a mess on special teams right now. There's no other way to put it.
Each team returned a kickoff for a touchdown, including the Rams returning the opening one for a touchdown that seemed like yesterday.
But Staples is out the whole third quarter injured, and he comes back and scores the winning touchdown. I mean, that game had everything, and credit to Mount Vernon that they found a way to win.
They said that Staples was dealing with some severe cramps throughout the game, so some cramping going on with him, and but he still found the power to get out there and score a couple late touchdowns. 53-yard run. In the fourth quarter alone, he had a 2-yard touchdown run, 53-yard touchdown run, and another 2-yard touchdown run, plus a couple of 2-point conversions that he ran for as well. And that was the difference in this game, where the 2-point conversions that the Rams just kept churning out there. And we were wondering why that Carbondale, went for 2 earlier and didn't make it.
In the third quarter.
Yeah, and didn't make it instead of kicking that extra point, or we'd still be here.
And you called it at the time. It was just kind of an odd time, and the math didn't add up for me. Mm-hmm. And lo and behold, here 2 hours later, that's the difference in the game.
That's right. We'll get some final stats for you, brought to you by Bonnie Cafe when we come back on the postgame show here, brought to you by Biltmore Buildings. Carbondale falls to Mount Vernon. The Rams victorious. They're 1-1. Carbondale falls to 1-1. 52-51 our final. You're listening to Rams football, powered by People's National Bank on WMIX and the Section 618 app.
Ready to build something amazing? Look no further than Biltmore Buildings, Inc. As a proud, locally owned company with over 6,000 successful projects, we're here to serve our community with dedication and integrity. From agricultural structures to automotive shops, workshops, and homes, our skilled team is committed to turning your ideas into a reality. With competitive pricing and a family-supported approach, we put you first. Let's build your future together. Call Biltmore Buildings, Inc. at 618-732-8704.
You've seen prices rise from the dinner table to the pump, but Allstate agents are seeing ways to save you money on insurance. From starting a new policy to bundling coverage or even driving safely, Allstate agents know how to maximize your savings. They'll share their knowledge as they help you personalize your coverage. Because when it comes to seeing all the ways to save, Allstate agents do it best.
Contact Mount Vernon's Allstate agent, Paul Shields, today.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Your table's waiting at Bonnie Cafe. In Mount Vernon, delight in the daily lunch and dinner buffet filled with favorites at a price that won't break the bank. Enjoy Fish Fridays, Saturday crawfish and ribeye steaks, and Sundays feel just like home with turkey and ham dinners. Breakfast all day and crispy fried chicken served every day. The historic Bonnie Cafe, inside the Mount Vernon Airport, or the OG in Bonnie. Open 7 days a week from 6 to 8. Family owned, locally loved, and always worth the trip.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football on WMIX, presented by People's National Bank.
52-51, Mount Vernon over Carbondale tonight in a wild one here at Carbondale High School. R.J. Price along with Hank Evans back here to as we're in our Biltmore Buildings postgame show. Hank has got some final stats brought to you by the Bonnie Cafe of Jefferson County. Hank, have you had time to accumulate them?
Oh, boy. We got the calculator out, had carries and ones, but we got them.
Took your shoes off?
Very unofficial, but the final score is Mount Vernon wins at 52-51. We've got that part right.
Yeah.
First for Carbondale, as they fall to 1-1. They had 395 yards of total offense, 234 yards on the ground, 31 carries, and 10 of 18 passing by Davin Woolley for 161 yards and a touchdown. Woolley also had a rushing touchdown as he carried it 9 times for 68 yards. It was Thomas Mins, 13 carries, 83 yards. Scott Ross with 4 carries, 53 yards. And number 2, there's 2 Olivers. This is Javion Oliver, had 3 carries for 20 yards. And it was Jonathan Jackson, 2 carries, 10 yards, but both of them were touchdown carries. And receiving for Carbondale, it's their main guy, wide receiver, Braylon Berry. He got 6 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown. Fenton had a catch for 16 yards. Jackson, a 15-yard catch. And then Oliver, a 21-yard catch. And Scott Ross, a 25-yard catch here on that last drive for the Terriers. For the Mount Vernon Rams, they rushed it 54 times for 357 yards, 8 of 17 passing, 72 yards through the air, and a touchdown pass to Nolan Mast. Rushing, it was Jay Sean Staples, and keep in mind he didn't play at all in the third quarter. I got him with 30 carries, 226 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns on the ground, another touchdown opening kickoff. So that's 5 touchdowns, a 2-point conversion that was a difference in the game also, among other things, and he played defense the whole first half, had a sack. I'm not going to foreshadow the player of the game here, but I just did. Disrow, what a game he had. Quarterback, he rushed it 22 times for 131 yards. And I got him 8 of 17 passing, 72 yards, and a touchdown. Receiving, it was Xavier Nesbitt, 3 catches for 30 yards, and I thought Nolan Mast, he's going to be overshadowed by Staples, rightfully so, but he did a lot of things tonight on the football field, playing both ways at times. I had him 5 catches, 58 yards, and a big touchdown catch on 4th down.
Man,
so
what a game!
That's a mouthful there.
What a game! Rams win at 52-51. You heard that right, over Carbondale here tonight. If you're looking for a place that feels like home, you'll find it at Bonnie Cafe. Head to Mount Vernon for a hot lunch or dinner buffet packed with favorites the whole family will love, just like Grandma used to make. Come for their tradition, stay for the food. Open 7 days a week, 6 to 8, inside the Mount Vernon Airport or over in Bonnie. You can check them out there as well. Whew, man, the Biltmore Buildings postgame show will wrap up here in just a moment. And when we do, we will select our Mount Vernon Culver's player of the game coming up next. Rams on top of Carbondale, 52-51. Mount Vernon football is presented by People's National Bank on WMIX and the Section 618 app.
Elvis Presley Enterprises named him the ultimate Elvis.
And the world's greatest Elvis is Sean
Coming to the Marion Civic Center, Saturday, September 20th. Sean Clutch. After watching Sean perform, Elvis's closest friend and road manager Joe Esposito said,
"It gives me goosebumps and it gives me flashbacks.
This is the closest thing to seeing the King live in concert. That's the wonder of you. And a very special guest, Moses Snow, portraying the young Elvis.
What do a party in the county jail? The prison balance dance they began to wait.
Saturday, September 20th. It's Sean Clutch and Moses Snow in the ultimate tribute to the King. For tickets, call 618-997-4030 or go to MarionCCC.com.
Your Mount Vernon Culver's is a great place to start a career, a first-time job, or maybe you're looking to go back to work, or just looking for a few extra bucks while getting discounts on frozen custard. Join the Blue Crew. Listen to this. Starting pay is now $16 an hour. Yes, you can work for an awesome family and get $16 an hour just to start. Flexible hours, too. Apply in person at Veterans and 42nd in Mount Vernon or go to culvers.jobs and search for Mount Vernon and apply online. Culvers of Mount Vernon is an equal opportunity employer.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The Mount Vernon Culver's star of the game is next.
We started our pregame show 4 hours ago, guys, and it's 52-51 was our final. The Rams over Carbondale here tonight. Time for our Mount Vernon Culver's player of the game. You can stop by for a big, juicy butter burger, cheese curds, pretzel bites, delicious frozen custard. Not tonight, but you can tomorrow. Veterans and 42nd at Mount Vernon at your Mount Vernon Culver's. And I think you decided a little while ago who our player of the game is tonight, brought to you by Culver's.
We'll be happy to chip in for Jay Sean Staples to have one of them butter burgers because he did everything tonight in 3 quarters of play, and that's all I got, man.
Yeah.
He's something.
Over 200 yards rushing, 5 touchdowns tonight. Had a big sack in this ballgame that closed out the first half.
And you could tell when Carbondale made their big run was when he was out of the game, and just how much he means to that team. I mean, they just became Mount Vernon one-dimensional on offense without him. So
now that fumble on the kickoff return, if he had been in there, that wouldn't have happened. You know, if he had been in there to return that fumble, that kickoff. So, man, that's
and that's the other
amazing
thing. I mean, we've talked about it nonstop, but Mount Vernon has to clean up some of that special teams stuff. I mean, it's a problem, a big problem.
Yep, absolutely. I agree. The Rams win it, though. They survive here at Carbondale. Your Mount Vernon Culver's is now hiring, starting pay at $16 an hour. And tomorrow, Their flavor of the day is going to be the turtle dove. So head on in there, get an application, and get yourself a turtle dove while you're there as well. Next week, we will be at Marion on the road again on next Friday night at Marion. And, man, it's going to be a high-flying one at Marion next week.
And they scored 63 tonight, I think I saw. And, yeah, they're probably better than Carbondale.
Yeah.
So you figure, Mount Vernon, look at their schedule, they probably had to have this one tonight.
Yep.
If they have any playoff hopes. And Granite City's maybe a gimme game, but other than that, there's no gimmies left on the schedule.
Absolutely. Got a tough schedule coming up with Altoff and Cahokia and Centralia, Tolono Unity, who's a smaller school, but they're good. They made a big playoff run last year.
They smoked Monticello, their arch rival, tonight. So they may be 8-0 coming into Mount Vernon week 9.
Well, that's going to wrap up our Biltmore Buildings post-game show. And want to thank Shauna Pugh back at the studio, who's been in there with us all night long and with no bathroom breaks. Good job, Shauna. Also to the guys up here with no bathroom breaks, too. Devin Finley, our producer on site. Jeff Crow, our cameraman tonight. Hank Evans, thank you so much. Chris Hugo will be back. Maybe he may not have a job next week, so who knows?
Coach Dan Mings.
He may fire him.
He'll find something else to do.
That's right. The Rams win it here over Carbondale by the score of 52-51. So R.J. Price saying good night, finally, from Carbondale.
This has been Mount Vernon Rams football on WMIX and the Section 618 app, presented by People's National Bank. This game has been brought to you in part by Paul Shields Allstate Insurance, Munkin Toyota, Bonnie Cafe, Hall Insurance Group, Walgreens Distribution Center, Huey and Newell Funeral Homes, your Mount Vernon Culvers, Tony Wilt State Farm, SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply, Casa Raya, Bean Insurance, Biltmore Buildings, Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon, Michael Croshan, Edward Jones, Mount Vernon Wind Supply, and DollarSavingDeals.com. Find broadcast archives, local scores, schedules, and more at Section618.com. This has been a special presentation of WMIX Sports through the facilities of Withers Broadcasting and WMIX Radio. Join us next time for Mount Vernon Rams football on WMIX.